Yeah. What's up? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today USA Boxing. We are back. Just had to make sure that everything was on point. What's going on, everybody, man? We back up in the office, man. It is what it is. We back up in here. Had a good trip. You know what I mean? We got a whole lot of shit to talk about. Whole lot of different fights, man. Like, we had Tony Harrison this weekend. You know what I mean? I dropped a video on that today. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and that's what I need to start doing, sharing my damn videos. Start sharing my videos so that I drop. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this right now. Share my damn videos I dropped today on Tony Harrison. I dropped one on Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia as well. Whole lot of shit, whole lot of stuff going on. I've been listening to the chatter. What's going on with a lot of people. A lot of people still feeling some type of way about Tank, Ryan. You know what I mean? They seem to be the talk of the town right now. You know what I mean? We probably still got them Crawford and Spence fans still talking. Oh man, you signed the contract 7-30. This dude Doug can't do this and that. The motherfuckers done moved on from that shit. But them goddamn hate Crawford channel like, God damn, why they got to be talking about Tank them? But let's continue to push it. Let's continue to push our narrative. Yeah, nigga, whatever. Anyways, let me go ahead and drop this video. Let me go ahead and drop in the link what I did. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop this one first. Shout out to Team Freeway, Ricky Ross, man. Team Freeway Boxing. We are the official podcast of Team Freeway Boxing. Salute, man. Shout out to my brother, man, over there, man. It is what it is, man. We're going to make it do what it do. Got a lot of big things going down. Man. Salute Team Freeway Boxing.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet that you never explains? Moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug. Thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. So I'm dropping the links in there right now. Y'all check them out, man. Y'all check them out. Share the videos. Let everybody know that we are on live right now. Coach Malachi Williams in this BI-itch. We in this BI, man. It is what it is, man. We're gonna make it crack like it is what it is. Hold on, let me go ahead and drop this other one before I start talking to the people in the chat. I will be addressing everyone in the chat. Phone lines will be open. You know how it is. It is what it is. Phone lines will be open. True. We're gonna talk this boxing shit. I want to see how the people feel, man. People feeling some type of way. Again, I'm not on Tank Davis side. I'm not on Ryan Garcia's side. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm going to enjoy watching the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fan base eat each other alive. And I'm not saying pause. I'm going to enjoy this because I'm not a fan of neither one of these guys. To be honest with you, I like both of them. You know what I mean? I do like both of them, but I'm not team neither one. You get what I'm saying? And I don't like their fan bases. Their fan bases are probably some of the, you know what I mean? Just some of them are just, put it this way. They their fan base don't know shit about boxing. When I say their fan base, I'm not talking about all of them. I'm talking about there's a delusional aspect of both groups that I don't like. There's a delusional aspect of both groups. They don't know a goddamn thing about boxing. You know what I mean? So this is a total different era that we're in right now as it relates to what's going on. I'm not conforming. I'm telling you out the rip, I'm not conforming. I don't give a fuck about losing subscribers behind it neither. I will replace some niggas in a heartbeat because I'm good. I'm just that good. True. Shout out to my main man, Smith & West in the building. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Who else in the building? Green Eyes P, Agent Big 30. You know what I mean? Agent Big 30. Shout out to my main man, Knockdown 305 in the building. Jamie, what's happening, man? Let's get into the show. Let me go ahead and read my opening statements. You know how we do it, and it is what it is. The Prince of Pissing People Off is here in the building. And I aim to do that today. Should Gervonta Davis get credit if he beats Ryan Garcia? Where am I going at with this, coach? This is very easy. It's very predictable where I'm going at, but I'm going to show you. Ryan Garcia seems to be very confident that he will beat Gervonta Davis. So much so, you know what I mean? that you know, we all know that he agreed to everything, hydration clause, all that, rehydration clause, all that stuff there, right? Now people, as well as Ryan, are complaining about the rehydration clause, you know, that according to Calvin Ford, which is Tank Davis's trainer, he said both men have to go through in order for this fight to be made. So according to Calvin Ford, and we did hear from Tank Davis's cousin who called the show when I was in San Antonio, he did say that, hey man, the hydration clause is for both fighters. It ain't just Ryan got to go through it. He said, man, that Tank got to go through it too. And this is what Calvin said. And Tank Davis's cousin, I think his name James Lee from Baltimore, he did say that. Calvin Ford did say that. I don't know how true that is now. I don't know how true that is. You get what I'm saying? But that's what Calvin Ford said. Now people, you know, they feeling some type of way about that. Gervonta Davis fans are saying that Ryan knows that he's going to lose and get knocked out, so he's making a built-in excuse just in case, or when he does lose and get knocked out, he's making a built-in excuse, right? And according to Rob Boy Fresh is saying that we got to peep the play. This is what's going on. Ron Boy Fresh from DC Salute. He's saying that what it is, Mo, is that they put the built-in excuse in there. They got the rehydration clause and the catch weight. So when Ryan gets knocked out, that's a play that they put in. That's the play that they have set up already, like WWF, that what they're going to do is they're going to justify giving Ryan a rematch, even though that if Tank wins, he's not going to give Ryan Garcia a rematch. But according to Ron Boy Fresh, this is what's going to happen. And then Ryan is going to say, hey, look, if you fight me at 140 and don't have that rehydration clause and catch weight or whatever the case may be, then I can beat you. And then they're going to justify running it back. That's what Ron Boy Fresh is saying. I'm not saying this. That's what he's saying. But we'll see. Now, Gervonta Davis fans are saying that Ryan is making excuses. Ryan Garcia fans are saying that Gervonta put the rehydration clause in the contract because he's afraid of losing to King Rye. So he wants an unfair advantage. Both sides do make compelling arguments, or are both sides full of shit? Leave your comments below if you watch this replay of this show and tell me what do you think. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Hey, I ride with the AK. It is what it is. I ride with the AK, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out to my main man Keenan in here. Hey, shout out to Marquis. Marquis, what's up, man? Marquis say they both full of shit. The hell with both of them. Hey, these jitterbugs, you know, this jitterbug stuff. Ryan Garcia and Tank like jitterbugs to me. You know what I mean? Like they seem like jitterbugs. The jitterbugs, man, it is what it is, man. They got a jitterbug fan base. You know what I mean? Fan base full of jitterbugs, you know. I got cheering their age. Hey, shout out to Marquis, man. Hey, shout out to Shad. Shad he said, I mean, honestly, this is even 50-50 fight. Yeah. It is what it is. Hey, what did it say? Smith away. He said, I hate rehydration clauses. He said, you make weight. He said, you make effing weight. I mean, yeah, pretty much it is what it is. But let me tell you something. Hold on. I'm going to tell you why. I dropped this video today. Basically, I dropped this video today, man. As a matter of fact, I dropped it in the chat. I dropped the video today, Smith and West. I dropped one today, fam, just basically saying shit. Tank Davis explained and the reason why. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up. I don't want nobody thinking I'm tripping. Oh, Coach lying, man. He ain't never seen Martin Luther King. Coach over there hating again. That's what he doing. He hating. He hating on Tank. And he hating on Ryan. Old ass nigga always hating. That's what wrong with them old niggas. They be hating all the time. They baller blocking. No, these jitterbugs don't know nothing about baller blocking. They don't know nothing about baller blocking. I can't even say that. When I be saying shit, I be speaking over their head because these jitterbugs, they don't understand them old school slangs. Yeah, the nigga baller blocking. He hating. You know what I mean? He don't want to, he don't want to see a player ball. He don't yeah, he don't want to listen. He don't want to see a young nigga get it. You know what I mean? That's what they be saying, right? They don't want to see him get it, huh? You know what I mean? I really don't give a damn. Let's see. We move this to the trash can. I downloaded something. I want you guys to see this. Cause see, one thing about me, right? I come with the receipts. That's one thing about me. That's one thing they do not like about me. They be like, man, this motherfucker here, man. Shit, we be trying to run our narratives. We can't run the motherfucker because the nigga, goddamn, the nigga be having receipts and all this stuff there. And he like to use the words that the fighters say. Like when they try to run their narratives, damn, he like to take the words they say and throw it right back. So I don't know. Let me see what's up. I thought I downloaded it. I guess I didn't. What the fuck is going on? Why I didn't download? Because I want to show you guys this. I don't want nobody thinking I'm making this shit up, right? Tank Davis said that the reason why he had a rehydration clause in there for Ryan Garcia, because he said Ryan Garcia is huge. He's real big. And he don't want Ryan Garcia to come in there too big. You know what I mean? So that's why he put that in there. He said, hey man, come on, get about 170, 180 pounds. Now, no one else is saying that but Tank Davis. And how would Tank Davis know what Ryan Garcia weight is? I don't know, but he said, out there, he gonna get about 170, 180. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's what he said. Now, that's what he said. You know what I mean? I didn't say it. Coach, you lying. I'm Coach lying, huh? Okay, all right, Coach lying. Coach is lying. All right, bam, and I have the audio as well. Bam, okay, as you guys can see right here, this is a quote from Tank Davis that the boss is seeing quoted, and he did say this on the interview at the press conference. He said they asked him why did he put together a rehydration clause in the contract. He said because Ryan Garcia is a bigger fighter. He said he's a bigger fighter, and he's only growing. Mario Barrios is a bigger fighter. That's what Ryan Garcia fans are saying, but you didn't put that in there with them, man. You fought him at 140, but that's neither here nor there. It said that Davis. It said that he's a growing. Said Davis to a group of reporters. So is Coach saying this? No. Did Joe Biden say this? No. Did Donald Trump say this? No. Did the Pentagon or the Pentagon or did Denzel Washington or LeBron James or anybody else said this? No. Who said this? Gervonta Davis, Baltimore's very own, right? This is what he said to a group of reporters. And I physically heard him, I had the video myself. He said he's coming from like 170 to 180. 170, 180. Why would I not have a rehydration clause in there? So he can blow back up to 150, 160. All right, it went from 170 to 180 to 150, 160. I say around the time we fight. No, I'm not dumb. So apparently Tank Davis is fearful. He said, I'm not dumb. He's fearful of Ryan blowing up to 170, 180. Then he said 150, 160. He's fearful of that. You know what I mean? So he wanted to make sure that he keep his weight intact. The only problem I have with that is this. If people are saying that Ryan Garcia or Tank Davis is going to beat Ryan Garcia anyways. Now this is the issue that I have. Because see, both sides are tripping in my opinion. Both Ryan Garcia fans and Tank Davis fans, both of y'all are the same in my opinion. Both of y'all are the same. Both of y'all have the same goddamn delusion. When I say both, I mean there's a delusional fan that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis have a certain element of their fans, not all, but I'm speaking to the one. If you get offended about what I'm talking about, you the one. If you get offended about what I'm fixing to say, you the one I'm talking about. But they both have a delusional side of their fan base, right? So both of them are, the issue that I have is this. If you can't say in one breath, Ryan Garcia does not stand a chance in beating Tank Davis. From a skill set standpoint, Ryan Garcia doesn't have the skills. Tank is just too good. You can't say that in one breath while at the next same breath saying, oh man, we got to put the rehydration clause in there, man, because, I don't want him to get too big. If the weight don't matter and if you got the skills to beat the guy any goddamn ways, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So there seems to be a level of concern from Gervonta Davis. Now, on the other hand, Ryan Garcia said that I'm gonna knock Tank Davis out anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna knock him out. You guys are going to see yada 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 yada. So if Ryan is saying that, hey, you put the rehydration clause in there, you try to weight drain me, hey, that's no problem. I'm gonna knock you out anyways. If you're saying you're gonna knock him out anyways, in spite of the rehydration clause, why the hell are you complaining? So you see how I just broke that down? So Tank Davis fans is tripping and Ryan Garcia fans is tripping. I'm saying the ones who trip like that. Why the hell you complaining? And if you feel that you're gonna knock out the TikToker and the Instagram model, why you got to put together rehydration clause? So Tank side tripping and Ryan Garcia tripping. That's how I see it.
True, true, true.
I'm not on either one of them niggas' side, to be honest with you, or they fan bases. Anyways. Shout out to Rockman. Rockman, what's going on, Pam? My main man, Rockman, Rock. You know, Rockman was one of the ministers who taught me the Nation Islam. And we got 238 people in here and less than 200 likes. We got to get the likes. So I need 200 likes for me to open up the phone lines today. So we need 113. Maybe I'm tripping. Is it me? Is it me? No, it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me at all. No. Now we need 113 more likes. We need 113 more likes. And I open up the phone lines. Once we get the lights up, I open up the phone lines, or I just keep cooking. Once we get the lights up, I open up the phone lines. Let's see. Let me go ahead and blow this up a little bit because I want to see what the people talking about in the chat. Let's see what the people talk about in the chat. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales, Nelly Content. What's happening, man? Shout out to Food Revolution. She in the building. What you say? You say Junior Delgado said that Ryan's just trying to sell the fight. We all know the fight is 80-20. You say now with those clauses. Yeah, pretty much. Shout out to Rick Timms in the building. Who else we got? Green Eyes P. Yeah, we need 113 more likes before I open up the phone lines. So soon as we get to 200, I open the lines up. He said my keyboard tripping. He said I'm not arguing with people. Salute, coach. No. I won't do no arguing. It ain't no need. It ain't no need of arguing. Living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. No, I don't go back and forth with no niggas on the internet. I want to say Smith & West. He said, for example, Florida's a natural 147-pounder. He walks around at that weight. He physically couldn't make 154. Now, I think Florida about 150 something. He about 160 right now. Florida look like he got a little waistline now in his retirement age stage. But I get what you're saying though, Smith & West. You saying as of right now, man. I need to talk about my main man Tony Harrison too, man. We're gonna talk about him too, man. Man, my goddamn dog got chin checked. I knew he was gonna get chin checked. No, I was just trying to keep hope alive. I'm trying to keep hope alive, man. But goddamn, Tony need to go ahead and retire. But we're gonna talk about that later, Smith & West. That's my brother Smith & West from Detroit. It is what it is. Detroit versus everybody, even though I'm not from Detroit. What did it say? Jose said he said something about Tank fans and he deleted it. Okay. Tommy Gunn, what did he say? Said the Wakanda's about to come after your coach, exposing Tank. He was at 170, 180. I mean, it ain't just Wakandas. It's Ryan Garcia fans. They Wakandas too. Shit, Ryan Garcia fans Wakandas as well. Shit, both of them. You know what I mean? Shit, both of them. Both Ryan Garcia fan base and Tank Davis fan base. Both of them the same. You get what I'm saying? Father Uncle saying they both of them. They got the 20 boppers. They got the 20 bop fan base. This is the fan base of the social media popularity fans. My fighter got jury on. My fighter got his chain snatched. My fighter got his chain snatched in the and my fighter got his chain snatched in the at the club. My fighter, one is a TikToker. And this is the thing, right? Ryan Garcia, I gotta try to find that video. I hope somebody can send it to me. Ryan Garcia said that he is trying to change the perception of what people in boxing have of him, or what people have of him, right? Now, this perception was created. This perception was created by his own hands. You get what I'm saying? When he was over there with Canelo Alvarez, going with Canelo Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso and Canelo and them said, man, the boy harder didn't want to train really. He was taking selfies in the ring. They said Ryan Garcia, when he was in the gym, he was sparring with one guy with one arm and taking a selfie with another arm. So he's known for, doing TikTok challenges and all of that stuff there. They say he was more focused on that than his actual craft. That's what Eddie Reynoso said. So either Eddie Reynoso is lying and Canelo Alvarez is lying, or they're telling the truth. Either or, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But that's what they said. I kind of believe them. But before we get into the show, because I know a lot of these financial advisor companies and promotional company worshipers are over here. So I say, you know what? Before we get into the show, before I thank God, before I thank Allah, before I thank Moses, Jesus, Jesus, Jehovah, Abraham, Lot, my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, my cousin, my auntie, my uncle, mama and them, cousin them, sister them, antonyms and synonyms. Before I thank anybody else, and especially before I thank God for allowing me to breathe on this earth, I need to thank the Almighty Al Heyman first.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. And another thing, another thing, you know, another thing for the ops. You guys know that I am team fuck the other side. I don't give a fuck about what a nigga got to say, what internet group he with, whatever the case may be. I give 2 fucks. But as you guys know, anybody got a problem with the old boy, Riley, talk to him. This is how I feel about it.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, what it is. Just want to let them know. Just in case they want to leave and go back to their mama house, and they can do that. They can leave. I give 2 fucks. Now let's see. Let's see. He said just pay up, Ryan. Pugilism. What to say, fam? Pugilism say just pay up, Ryan. Make weight like you've been doing. Come in at about 146 to 148. Whatever he said, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. From what I've heard. And I've heard this from what I've heard, that he's going to come in overweight. He's going to, that's what I heard. That's what now, if he was smart, he would. Because if you're complaining about it, if you were smart, you'll come in over the weight. Shit, that's what I would do. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, pay him. You know, Ryan Garcia got a net worth of $10 million or something, or maybe more. I wouldn't give a damn about that. Shit, you know, if I could pay that nigga from Baltimore's money, man, and go the fuck on. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Hashirama. He said, what he say? He said the LDBC trying to claim that Benavidez is black, and they made claims. He said, and they made claims Mexican. They made claims Mexican. Okay. Smith and West. He said, what's the penalty if he come in overweight? It's a financial fine. That's all. Just a financial fine. They're not going to cancel the fight. They have the same day weight. They got a same day weigh-in limit. So from what Calvin Ford is saying, that Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia have a rehydration clause. If Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia both have a rehydration clause, is that an unfair advantage to Ryan Garcia? If Tank is imposing himself under the same rehydration clause. Tank is clearly concerned about his weight. Hold on, let me write this down because I don't want to forget this shit. So this is where the delusion come at from both fan bases, in my aspect. Both fan bases, the truth is not in them at all. Let's see. Ryan Garcia. Okay. This is what I'm hearing. Tank is too skilled to lose to Ryan. Guaranteed knockout. Ryan would get knocked out. This is what I've been, but everybody, I'm talking about people who are in boxing, trainers, fighters, people I spoke with, especially this past weekend in San Antonio. Guess what? All I'm saying the same thing. Ryan Garcia getting knocked out. I have not met one person yet. That's picking Ryan Garcia to win this fight. Not one. Outside of the people I see in the chat, outside of Keena and D Block, I haven't found one person. I'm talking about people that's in boxing. You know what I mean? I haven't found nobody that's in boxing. The trainers, the gyms I went to. I was just in San Antonio at Robert Garcia. I was there. I'm going to upload the videos. I got to upload the video footage that I got when I was in Omaha, Nebraska with Terrence Crawford. I'm going to upload that. I just got to edit the stuff. I got to upload all the stuff I did with Kid Austin as well. You know what I mean? I'm going to upload that. I was at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in San Antonio. Guess what? Nobody in that gym picking Ryan. Nobody. When I say nobody, I'm talking about it was nothing but Mexicans in there. It was one brother from Argentina who Kid Austin was sparring with. He did damn good against him. This dude had he had like 30-some fights. He only had 2 losses. I ain't gonna say his name, but the guy from Argentina, you know what I mean? In sparring. Let me tell you something. So everybody in there was Latino. You know what I mean? Everyone there was Latino. It wasn't nothing but either Mexicans or Mexican Americans in there. And guess what? Even they wasn't picking Ryan Garcia to win.
True.
Literally. Even the Mexicans and the Mexican Americans were not picking Ryan Garcia to win. When I'm just being honest with you, dog. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Okay, Ryan gonna lose. Okay, and then Tank. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, and let's see. If weight doesn't matter, weight doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm writing this down. It's too skilled. Now, I already know the answer to this because Tank answered it. He said because he gonna get big. He gonna get to 170, 180. Then he said 150, 160. So he's afraid of his weight. That's why he put it in there. This is what he said. This is the way I'm interpreting it. And that's what he said. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, that man done, man. Rehydration. All right. Yeah, because I want to make sure I keep these points. Shout out to Jose Gomez. He said everyone is picking Canelo over Bivol, Coach Malachi. And then we see Bivol beat the brakes off of Canelo 9-2. No, really, 9-3. He say 9 out of 12, 9 out of 2 rounds. Well, this is the thing though. When you say everybody, like I wasn't picking Canelo to beat doggone Bivol. I'm like, man, you had dudes online saying that Bivol was a cherry pick. You had dudes online saying Bivol was a Euro bomb, even though he ain't from Europe. But I'm just saying, he's a Euro bomb. Like, you know, these guys that were saying this, I'm like, man, these dudes know what the fuck they talking about. And then as soon as Bivol beat Canelo, and it looked like they tried to rob him, they made the fight closer than what it was. Then as soon as he beat Canelo, those same dudes became Dimitri Bivol fans. So these guys probably hated Canelo, and I get that. Boy, you see what Bivol did to him? Yeah, but y'all was just saying that was a cherry pick, and the man was a Euro bomb.
True.
Can't beat these niggas. They argue both sides of the coin. When you know they argue heads and tails. You can't beat them. Can't beat them. They argue heads and tails. You know what I mean? They argue heads and tails. I told a lot of these guys online, they don't watch no damn boxing. They don't know about boxing. He said, what you say? He say, what you say, Smith and West? If it's 100,000 per pound, and Ryan would probably pay the fine. Coming at 150, 155, 200K is a lot of effing money. I don't see, you know what? I don't know how much the fine is if he gets overweight, if he comes in overweight. I heard 250, then I heard less than that. Fact of the matter is, I don't think anyone really knows. You get what I'm saying? And so basically, let me get this straight. So Ryan Garcia feels so confident that as a matter of fact, he feels so confident he's going to beat Tank Davis that he'll agree to fight him at a catch weight. He'll agree to the rehydration clause. So if you agree to fight him at a catch weight, agree to the rehydration clause, then guess what? And then you're saying on top of that, you're going to knock him out anyways, then apparently you're not really worried about it, okay? So that's one breath. But then another breath, okay, well, you know, Tank Davis is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing, according to his fans, the losing the motherfuckers. He too good for this boy. He gonna beat him anyways. So my question is, if he's too good for him, he gonna beat him anyways. Why even put a rehydration clause in there? Oh man, but he too big. Well, it doesn't matter what his size is. He clearly doesn't have the skill set to beat Tank Davis anyways, because Tank has a better skill set. You get what I'm saying? Oh man, well, you know, it's funny trying to watch some. It's funny trying to watch some niggas playing this shit. It's funny trying to watch some niggas playing this. Let's see what we need. Yeah, we need 50. We need 54 more likes. 50. We got over 300 people in here, less than 200 likes. We need 54 more likes before I open up the phone lines. He say Ryan is bipolar. Ryan is bipolar. He say so until 150 for every pound, he comes in over. He said Ryan don't care about money. He has so much coming in. You know what, Ryan? You know what, Christopher? You right about that. Ryan can come in overweight because he can have his sponsor just pay for it. Look here, man. I'm gonna come in about 5 pounds overweight, baby boy. I need y'all to take care of that deal for me. Oscar De La Hoya and them will probably the promoters ain't gonna pay nothing for him. The promoters ain't gonna never pay nothing for a fighter. They always gonna get their money back. So he can get, he can get one of his sponsors. Hey, look here, man, check this out, baby boy. Yeah, man, hey, I'm gonna come in about 5 pounds overweight. So 146, I'm gonna come in about 151. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna rehydrate. We gotta weigh in at 136 the day before. 136. I'm gonna gain about 15 more pounds. I'm gonna rehydrate about 15 more pounds. So what I need you to do, baby boy, I need you to handle that for me on the low. Handle that on the low. I'll go ahead and pay the little nigga from Baltimore his little couple dollars he wanna get paid. Ain't no problem. I make more money than that in endorsements anyways. I pay the little nigga his money and then go ahead and then y'all take care of that. I'm gonna come in at the weight I want to come in. That's what I would do.
True.
Fuck it. Hey, what he say? He said this fight isn't really about money for Ryan. Hey, you know what, Marquis? You right about that though, fam. It ain't really about no money for him. It ain't really about no money for him. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, bruh, I haven't met a Mexican in San Antonio. I haven't met a Mexican in San Antonio that's picking Ryan Garcia to beat Tank Davis.
True.
I haven't. I'm saying in San Antonio. When I was in the gym, I'm telling you. I asked everybody, man, hey, look here, man. Now I will say this, Kid Austin, shout out to Kid Austin, shout out to Nephew. Nephew did say he team Golden Boy. he said, yeah, I'm team Golden Boy. I'm team Golden Boy. I'm team Golden Boy. I'm team Ryan. Hey, you know what I mean? Nah, Ryan is American. Ryan not Latino, he's American. Ryan like Latino is American. And as a matter of fact, it's a lot of dudes from Mexican descent are saying they're Mexican. They're not Mexican. Hey, but you get what I'm saying though? So, hey, El Harvey say, Kid Austin a company man now. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Hey, Harv, it is what it is, baby boy, Hey, you get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. When you got to ride with who buttering your bread. You get what I'm saying? If they buttering your bread, you got to ride with them. You get what I'm saying? Hey, I was just saying. Hey, Hashirama said we don't claim Ryan. Hey, I'm just saying, man. All I'm saying is this. This is all I'm saying. All I'm saying. I did. Listen, I'm walking through the gym. Hey, Rick, what you say, Rick? He said so. Basically, he said Ryan is about to take a massive pay cut and suffer a massive KO and defeat. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Shit, Floyd Mayweather did it. Floyd Mayweather took a pay cut when he fought Marquez. I think he came in overweight. I think he paid him like $1 million or something of that sort. Paid him $1 million, something of that sort. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, man. Anyways, again in San Antonio, they not so optimistic about. They're not so optimistic about Ryan Garcia. I wonder why.
True.
I wonder why. They're not so optimistic about King Ryan. They're not so optimistic, man. I was like, God damn, man. I'm talking about even the trainers and everything. You know what I mean? Even the trainers and everything. Shout out to Jamie. He said, Coach, if I was Ryan, I'd come in and have him pay a fine and TKO. I mean, it is what it is. He said Ryan shouldn't come in overweight. He gonna do whatever he feel like he need to do. So it is what it is. I don't give a fuck neither way. I ain't making a dime off of it, and I ain't paying the fine anyway. To be honest with you, so it is what it is. But fighters have done it in the past. Floyd Mayweather have done it. Fighters have done it in the past. Look here, man. I think Daniel Jacobs came in overweight. I think they fought for. I think when him and Canelo fought for the IBF. I think Daniel Jacobs was the IBF champ at that time. Was he I think he was the IBF champ at that time, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, or Canelo had the belt. Yeah, I think he was the IBF champ. And he came in 10, and he got a 10-pound weight limit. He came in overweight. He got hit with a fine or something like that, because I think it was fighting for the IBF. He say 8 just posted that, Coach. 8 just posted that. Who is 8? He said, what'd you say? You say I give Ryan 7 rounds? Yeah, you know what I mean. He said, yeah, Jacobs had the IBF. Yeah. Jacobs had the IBF. He said 50-50 fight. He said fanboys are knowing himself. He said Tank doesn't want Ryan at 100%. He's not sure of himself. Well, I think that's obvious right here. I think that's obvious when he said that the reason why he added a rehydration clause was because Ryan is coming from like 170 to 180 pounds. I don't know how we know that. He said, but why would I not have a rehydration clause in there so he can blow back up to 150, 160 around the time we fight? No, I'm not dumb. So according to, hold on, I don't want nobody thinking I'm tripping. So according to, shout out to Dario Smith. Yeah, shout out to you, fam. Welcome to becoming a member. Shout out to Yamas Potter. Yamas Potter, what did he say, fam? He said, why everyone's sleeping on Ryan? Bro, I have no idea. Hey, Yamas, they not only sleeping on Ryan, they are in a coma against Ryan.
True.
They not sleeping, they in a coma. They said that boy don't stand a snowball chance in hell. That's what they saying. When I say they, I'm talking about other fighters I spoken to, and trainers. This is what Tank Davis said. Tank Davis is worried about Ryan Garcia's weight. He's worried about Ryan Garcia's weight. How do I know? This is what he says right here. They asked him, they say, why did you put a rehydration clause in the contract? He said, because Ryan, he's a bigger fighter and he's only growing. So I ain't listening to what another nigga from Baltimore say. I'm talking about what Tank Davis said. He put the rehydration clause in there because he is a bigger fighter and he's only growing. So that means he's worried. Said Tank Davis to a group of reporters. What else he said? He's coming from like 170, 180 pounds. Why would I not have a rehydration clause in there? So he can blow back up to 150, 160 around the time we fight? No, I'm not dumb. This is what Tank Davis said.
True.
This is what he said. So this disregards what his fans say about, well, you know, he got the better skills anyways. He don't need that weight rehydration clause. He gonna beat him anyways. Apparently, Tank did not think so. Because if Tank felt as confident as his fans who coming out and saying he gonna beat him anyways, it don't matter about the weight. If he felt as confident, he would not have said this. Let's read this again. He's a bigger fighter and he's only growing. This is why I added a rehydration clause, right? This is what he said. He's coming from like 170, 180. Why would I not have a rehydration clause in there? So he can blow back up to 150. So he's not talking about Ryan Garcia's skills. He like, man, I don't want them motherfuckers getting all big back on me again, man. So apparently he doesn't want Ryan. You get what I'm saying? This is what he said. So he can blow back up to 150, 160 around the time we fight. He say, no, I'm not dumb. That's what he said. So a nigga can't tell me nothing who represents Tank. Like, no, this is what the man said. Now. This is what the man said. Let's be honest. This is what he said, right? Okay. Jerusalem said, weight matters though. Hey, man, shit. Ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. This is the thing though. Let's say they was fighting at 135. He's going to rehydrate to whatever weight he wants to rehydrate to anyways. Am I correct? Preacher Joe said, nervous or mind games? What you think, coach? No, he's not. That's not mind games. He's worried. He was worried. That's not mind games. I don't think it's mind games. I think he was worried about that weight. I think he know that Ryan Garcia, he got a little something to worry about. Shout out to Shad for becoming a member, man. Salute to you, fam. Now, I don't think no mind games. Them ain't no mind games at all. Tank, you know, them ain't no mind games. Them ain't no mind games, man. Let's see. Yams, what do you say? It's still hard to get down for the weigh-in. I mean, you know, it is what it is. He said it's weight classes for a reason. Yes, weight classes for a reason, but the thing is, you know, like the thing is, according to what Calvin Ford said, Calvin Ford is saying that the rehydration clause is for both fighters. So another thing I have to say is this: if the rehydration clause is for both fighters, why Is that an advantage? So who has the advantage? If there's a rehydration clause for Tank Davis as well as Ryan Garcia, then what's the fuss all about from the Ryan Garcia fans? Shout out to Smith & West. He said, oh shit, so the original way for the fight was 138. He said Tank changed it to 136, then put a rehydration clause in. That's my thing though, right? If both fighters are under the same stipulations of a rehydration clause, then what's the problem? Now we flipping it, arguing it the other way now. We arguing it the other way. He said, what's the reason for changing the day of the weigh-in of the fight? There's no reason. I mean, no, they're not changing the day of the weigh-in. They're gonna have a weigh-in for 136. They're gonna have a weigh-in the day before the fight, and then they're gonna have a same day weigh-in. It's just like it was back in the day. Back in the day, they used to have same day weigh-ins back in the day. So what they're doing, Yarmus, is they're gonna have the weigh-in the day before the fight, and then they're gonna have a same day weigh-in the day of the fight. They're not changing it. He said, Ryan signed the contract, be professional, and make weight, period. Hey, man, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. He said Ryan was at 140, and Tank fought at 140 versus Barrios. He said, I truly believe he thought Ryan would walk away. Yeah, I mean, that more than likely. Just like Tyson Fury thought Alexander Usyk was going to walk away when he said 70-30, and then Usyk said, okay, I'll take the fight at 70-30. Now Fury saying something else. Oh, man, you're talking about a rematch clause. All that stuff there, man, that man ain't saying nothing about no goddamn rematch clause. So it's the same shit. When you see people, when you see a fighter try to give you a fight, and let's say a fighter that's the A side, try to make everything just so lopsided to the point to where he's being unfair to his opponent, that's him making conditions so in negotiations. I'm under guessing we gonna offer him a contract so bad that he gonna walk away from. And then when the guy take it, they be like, God damn, I can't believe he took it. They're like Leonard Ellaby said it. Man, I can't believe he signed it. Calvin Ford, man, he signed the contract. Ryan really wanted this fight. This is why they saying that Ryan really wanted this fight. That's why they saying that he really wanted this fight, boy, because we told him he couldn't have, we hit him with a rehydration clause. We told him the fight gonna be at a catch weight at 136. We told him his baby mama got to be bow-legged by the time of the day before the fight. We told him his auntie got to know how to do the butterfly, even though she don't know how to dance. We told him his cousin got to know how to do the one leg up, even though his cousin got arthritis in both knees. We told him his sister got to know how to do the cha-cha slide. We told him his cousin got to know how to do the Tootsie Roll. We told him his other auntie, you know, she cockeyed in one eye and she cross-eyed in the other eye. We told her that she got to know how to read a Harry Potter book in 5 minutes. We put all these different stipulations in there. We just knew he was gonna walk away. Guess what? He signed everything.
True.
Yeah, he signed everything. They were like, God, this motherfucker signed this shit. He really want this fight. You get what I'm saying? And we need 30 more likes. We need 30 more likes. Open up the phone lines. We need 30 more likes. Yeah, German. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? He said Ryan forcing Tank to be great. Yeah. Yeah, Keenan said Ryan forcing Tank to be great, huh? Yeah, let you tell it. Hey, Cool Buck Curry said Ryan not street smart. As a matter of fact, Flex said, he said, Coach, Ryan wants a payday because Ryan should be calling out 140 pounders. Hey, check this out. As a matter of fact, shoot. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. He said Tank fans needed to hear this. He said, if this isn't an easy fight at all. I mean, you know, Tank fans dwell in the realm of delusion, just like Ryan Garcia fans dwell in the realm of delusion. Both of them are deluded. Like with me, I'm going to enjoy watching Tank Davis fans and Ryan Garcia fans go at each other online. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it. Just two groups of jitterbugs, tweeners, teenagers in their 20s, just going at it. You know, hopefully we get to see some gun emojis from Baltimore, and then we get to see some gun emojis from California. You know, we get to see some drop the addies. You know what I mean? From B-more, we from B-more, we from the mean streets of B-more. Hopefully we get to see some drop the addies from them. And you know what I mean? And yada yada yada. So you know, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this shit because I ain't got a dog in the race. I ain't on neither one of these niggas' side, to be honest with you. I just want to see the fight. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Green Eyes P was happening. Green Eyes P was happening. Well, let's see. Shout out to Smith and Webb. What to say? He said if Tank get caught by Rolly, he said he can get clipped with that left foot by Garcia. The only thing is Smith and West. Rolly Romero wasn't really catching Tank with no hell of a shots. You know, he came in there with a couple of jabs. He wasn't. Rolly Romero is not a boxer. Doesn't have the footwork. You get what I'm saying? So Rolly Romero's not a boxer. And then at the end of the day too, Smith and West, in boxing, it's the bottom line business. It's the end result. If the end result is everybody that Tank getting in there with getting knocked out, it doesn't even matter whether he's getting outboxed or whatever from a fighter. Well, what's the name was doing good until he got knocked out. Mario Barros was doing good until such and such. You get what I'm saying? Hobo Sam was doing good against Tank until Tank caught him. You know what I mean? Shawty Big Ness was doing good until Tank called him. The story always ends the same when it's Tank. Everybody was doing good until what? They got caught. And you get what I'm saying? So, I tell people that he was getting outboxed. Yeah, but the end result was he got caught. He got knocked out. Now, unless you Esau Cruz, a motherfucker on Tank they say you gonna give him a rematch. He said, hell no. Tank caught Esau Cruz with that uppercut. He caught Esau Cruz with that uppercut that he caught Leo Santa Cruz with. Esau Cruz's head did not move. Esau head did not move because he got about 4 or 5 necks combined into one. That was his character on He-Man. I used to watch He-Man when I was growing up in the 80s. They got this character called Mecha Neck, and he had this big ass neck. He used to make it. He had his big ass neck, and he used to be able to extend his neck like this. Like this dude Esau Cruz had a neck on him. When Tank caught him with that uppercut, man, Esau Cruz did not move. He did not move at all. He was like, dude, that's all you got? Tank caught him with a good one. I mean, he swung that uppercut from Baltimore. From Baltimore to Georgia. He caught him with a good one, like, bap! Esau Cruz's head did not move. Tank knew right then, if I win this fight, I would not be rematching this dude.
True.
Yeah. MJ say Al Heyman played a huge role in creating those weight stipulations. And I'm going to tell you this here. I'm going to tell y'all something else. Do we got the lights up for me to open up the phone lines? Oh, we still don't have the lights up. We need 17 more likes. Still don't have. We got over 400. We got over 400 people in here and less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. But I'm not opening up the phone lines until I get the lights up. So I just keep talking. This is the crazy part about it though. You can't again. If you're Ryan Garcia, you say I'm gonna knock him out anyways. Don't even complain about it. You're gonna knock him out anyways, right? Don't even complain about it. You're gonna knock him out anyways. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, So, and if you're Tank Davis, you was concerned about the weight. So that's the reason why. And what I do admire about Tank, at least he admitted it. He admitted that, yeah, man, I'm concerned about him blowing back up. That's why I put the stipulation in there. So at least he admitted it. So I don't go by what a fan say. Well, nah, this is what he really meant. Nah, nigga, I don't want to hear nothing you say. I'm gonna go by what the man said out of his own mouth, the horse's mouth. The horse said that this is the reason why he put this. This is the reason why he put the weight clause in there, the rehydration clause. And then Ryan Garcia said it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? 1 minute he keep complaining about the shit, but then now he's saying it really. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna knock you out anyways. So is you gonna knock him out anyways? What the hell you crying about? You guys get what I'm saying? If you're gonna knock him out anyways, why you crying? Shout out to Tommy Gunn. Hold on, let me see what Tommy Gunn say. Shout out to Tommy Gunn 47. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Ryan took on Fonseca in 30 seconds. Tank took 2 fights. Okay. Hey man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Big Sarge. Big Sarge. He said the only thing Big Rolo got robbed of was his consciousness. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Let me let y'all hear what Ryan Garcia said, right? Oh, damn, as a matter of fact, hold on. I'm tripping right here. This is the audio right here. Where I'm at. And I played this today. I think I played this today on the video I dropped. Y'all check that video out. I did drop the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis video today, and I dropped the Tony Harrison video today as well.
So it was. You see how I'm not even. So it was close. You see how I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. So why'd you weight drain me? Why'd you weight drain me? What? So why'd you fight that 140?
Tank say, look how big he say, look how big he was. I'm gonna let you guys see this. Tank say, look how big he was. So Ryan crying about weight drain, but then he said he gonna knock Tank out anyway. Listen to this.
Hey, you gonna? I got heels on. Okay, and you had a purse on yesterday. Shut up. Okay, come on now. Yeah, you got one on now. Come on, man. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna knock him out, and that's it. We'll see you April 22nd.
So Ryan said, I'm gonna beat him, I'm gonna knock him out, and that's it. So so Ryan Garcia fans, Tank Davis fans, y'all go at it, man. Y'all go at each other, man. I like seeking out instigate this shit between the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fans. Seeking out instigate this shit because I definitely like seeing y'all go at each other. Can y'all send some threats? Can y'all threaten each other a little bit too? Some gun emojis. You know what I mean? Anybody from the hood, want to represent their hood, their projects, you know what I mean? Their ghetto, so to speak. Anybody want to represent their ghetto, so to speak? Feel free. Victorville versus B More. Shout out to Rick Tim. He said, at the end of the day, you can't whine about what you accepted and signed up for. Hey, Rick, you know what, though? And guess what, Rick? Ryan Garcia begged for this fight. Rick, check this out. Ryan Garcia begged for this fight. Ryan Garcia begged for this. Nigga, you begged for this. This what you asked for. As a matter of fact, Rick, I'm going to tell you something else. I'm not going to tell you who told me this, but I'm going to tell you something else. Don't you know that Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins was trying to talk this boy out of this fight? Don't you know that, Rick? They were trying to talk this boy out of this fight. They say, man, don't sign that contract. He said, man, you'll be a fool. He said, man, this contract is so one-sided and so it's such a disadvantage to you. You'll be a fool if you sign this contract. Ryan Garcia, if you don't make this fight for me, man, I'm leaving Golden Boy. Now I ain't saying, I'm just saying, sources say. I'm gonna just say that. If you don't make this fight with me, I'm leaving Golden Boy. You better make this fight for me. Ryan, look, everything in this contract is designed for you to walk away from it. I don't care. I want it. I'm going to beat him anyways. They said, okay.
True.
All right. Did what you want. Okay, cool. Did what you want. Okay, cool. Did what you want. He say, did what you want. Okay, cool. They didn't want him to take that fight. You heard what Oscar said. Oscar said, shit, man. He said, you're going to need a bat to go in there with Tank. Does that sound like a promoter that has faith in this fighter? Shout out to Rick. He said, Oscar didn't want the fight stipulations. He said, didn't want the fight stipulations or not. Ryan forced him. Yeah, Ryan forced him. So if you, you asked for this. You asked for this. So if you're a Ryan Garcia fan, you can't be crying. Your boy asked for this. That's all I'm saying. You asked for this. This is what you asked for. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted. Okay, you got it. Don't be crying. If you're a Tank Davis fan, Tank Davis fans got a point too. Don't be crying if you asked for this. You ran me down to get this fight. I was minding my own business, dog. I was chilling. I was fighting. I was going to fight another hog head cheese sandwich. My fan base, I ain't got to fight nobody in order to sell out an arena. I fought a Hector Garcia, a dude I moved up for 130 to fight me. Don't nobody know who the hell he is. I fought him and sold out in DC. So my fans, I don't need to fight no top guys in order to sell out. You ran me. I was minding my own business, dog. I was on my side of the street, dog, doing my own thing. I was sticking to the PBC. I was on PBC Island doing my own thing, dog. I was doing my own thing on PBC Island. You came over here messing with me. I wasn't even thinking about you, Playboy. You was calling me out. I was doing my own thing, dog. I had Leo Santa Cruz set up. We had maybe an Eastside Cruz rematch. We had Poke Chop Willie sitting in the cut. We had hog head cheese over there. I had a plethora of fighters. I had Chico Stick. I had whole head cheese, pork chop Willie. I had Shorty Big Nuts. You get what I'm saying? Hobo Sam. I had my next fights, 5 fights set up over there on PBC Island. You came over here messing with me. So I said, you know what? I tell you what. This is what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna put a catch weight of 136. Then I'm gonna put a rehydration clause in there. You can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds. And then if you rehydrate more than 10 pounds, I'm gonna hit you with $250,000 to $500,000 a pound. Every time, listen, each pound you come in overweight, I'm gonna hit you with a $250,000 to $500,000 fine. So you're gonna have to pay me $250,000 for each pound you come in overweight. Then on top of that, I'm gonna pick the ring size. I'm gonna make the ring size small. This is a PBC card, so we're gonna have our own judges in there. But Golden Boy is not the lead promoter in this. This is a PBC card. We're gonna have our own judge, our own referee. As a matter of fact, you gotta drink the water that we give you. The food that you're going to eat that day, we're going to provide that food for you. We're going to do all of that there. Guess what? Oscar, what do you think? Ryan, you'll be a fool if you sign that contract. I don't care, Oscar. I don't care. I can get him. Okay. Okay, Ryan. Okay. Hey, listen, guys. This damn fool, Oscar, this damn fool. I mean, something like that. My client, my fighter, Ryan Garcia, with his stupid ass, he wants to sign a contract. So he begged for this. He ran up on this. I was minding his own business. He said, look, Oscar, look here, man. I got my own. We got our own stuff set up. We got Chico Stick. We got Shorty Big Nuts. We got hog head cheese. We got pork chop Willie. We got Hobo Sam. We got our own bodies over here on the PBC Island we can fight. Why he over here mess with us? He said he really want this fight. You do know that he would be a goddamn fool to be signing his contract. Hey, man, he said he wanted, man, so it is what it is. You're a terrible promoter. Why would you allow your fighter to sign this? Hey, man, the man said he gonna leave if I don't make this fight for him. He don't care what the stipulations is, so at the hell with it, man. Me and Bernard try to talk some sense to the dumbass. He don't want to go for it. All right, man, it is what it is.
True.
I'm just saying, B. I'm just saying. Shout out to CPT.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, shout out to CPT Mods. He said, just watching for the skills, not a particular fan of either. He say, but like Ryan's moxie in chasing the puncher for a scrap. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. You know what I mean? We'll see how it is. Shout out to Basil. You say King Ra might pull out mid-fight due to a panic attack for getting knocked out cold. Mental illness is real. Yeah, mental illness is real. Yeah. He need to just retire then. He need to retire then. So if mental illness is real, he need to retire and don't, you know what I mean? He in the wrong business. If you suffer from mental illness, you shouldn't be a boss. You shouldn't get punched in the head for a living. You get what I'm saying? Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Y'all calling to the show, man. It took us long enough to get over 200, but it is what it is. Y'all calling to the show. As a matter of fact, shout out to the Water Boys. Call us now. Where you calling from?
Good, homie. It's Hashirama from PG County.
Hashirama from PG County. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, fam? So I'm finally happy we're getting this fight, right? But I just had some questions that I wanted to see, like, what your thoughts are on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, between these two, right? Whoever wins it, well, who do you think would be better for boxing if they won between Tank and Ryan? Like, who would actually go on and do some shit in the future between those two? Like, what would be a better option for boxing?
You mean who would go on to do some shit as it relates to in the sport?
Right, like how
Tank Davis.
exactly
Tank Davis.
like how
Tank.
you think so? But do you think he'll actually end up fighting like the other guys, like the Lomas, the Haney?
I don't know if he'll fight Loma, but I think he will more so fight those other guys. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Tank would fight any of those other guys. To be honest with you, I know what his fan base saying, and I know what he said in the past, but I don't think he would. But if you're gonna ask me who would more likely fight those guys, you know what I mean? I would say that Tank Davis will more likely fight those guys more so than Ryan Garcia. I seen Ryan Garcia pull out of a fight when he had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney to become a champion, and his fans made all types of excuses for him. They said, "Oh, well, Tank, well, Devin Haney didn't really fight for the belt. That wasn't no, you know what I mean? He was handed to him, gifted to him, and all that stuff there."
Mm-hmm.
And his fan base, you know, from what I've seen, they're happy with him being a TikToker and taking selfies and stuff and endorsements and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong. I don't think neither one would, but if you ask me who would I think would be more likely to do it, I would say Tank would be more likely to fight the other top guys in the lightweight division, even though I seriously doubt it. But I would think he would be more likely to do it more so than the Ryan Garcia. The Ryan Garcia ain't gonna fight nobody outside of Tank. I think this gonna be his cash out fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think if he ends up being, I think if he does end up being Tank, this will kind of be like, like the peak of the mountaintop, right? So I think he probably would retire, call it a day, and probably go into acting or something else like that. But all right, other question. Who do you think? Well, who do you think it would be? Who do you think has more to lose? Like, who would be more embarrassed with the outcome if they lost?
Yeah, Tank Davis. Clearly, Tank Davis would definitely be. It would be more embarrassing for Tank Davis to lose this fight. Why? Because everybody and their mama is picking him to win. Everybody and their mama is picking Tank Davis to beat Ryan Garcia. Celebrities are picking Tank Davis to beat Ryan Garcia. I was at the gym. I was at Robert Garcia's gym in San Antonio. There's a lot of people in there. People from different countries in there. You know what I mean? But talking to this guy from Argentina. You know what I mean? I was speaking with him. He picking Tank Davis. I was speaking to a lot of the Chicanos in the gym. They was picking Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis. Literally a couple of brothers from Mexico. They was born in Mexico. And they was in their 20s over here sparring and stuff like that. They picked Ryan Garcia. They picked Tank Davis. I literally really like most people I speak with, they say that, I'm just saying. They say that boy don't stand a snowball chance in hell. So Tank Davis, if Tank Davis were to lose to Ryan Garcia, it would be a shocker. Like the entire Baltimore might be on suicide watch if this boy lose. Yeah, they might be on suicide watch for real. Baltimore might be on suicide watch if he lose. Yeah, to Ryan Garcia, because you lost to a TikToker. You lost to a you lost to a selfie. You lost to the selfie king. You lost to the dude. You lost to the guy who got a guyliner line. Like, bro, because this perception of Tank Davis is he's the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. No fighter at 135 can beat him. He's a baby Mike Tyson. Like, Tank gets all of the hype and all this stuff there, right? So for him to lose to a fighter who everyone is just dismissive of, including myself, is just dismissive of, you know what I mean? I would be shocked. I'd be like, he lost to this lipstick wearing, selfie king taking, guyliner wearing Ryan Garcia. TikTok, he lost to this motherfucker. Like, I would be shocked. And I'm just being honest with you.
True.
Yeah, this is the way I'm looking at it, right? Like, I wouldn't be too shocked per se because Tank does have a better resume when you look at it on paper. But if you have to be honest with yourself, like all of us, neither one of those dudes have been really tested. If we really think about it, I would say more so Tank, probably a little bit more. But I still wouldn't be shocked if Ryan ended up slapping his ass and knocking his punk ass out. But we'll see. I just want to see a good fight. Hopefully, ain't no more bullshit in the game. But thank you for having me on, Coach.
All right, man. Salute, man. Shout out to Hashirama, man. Salute. PG Counter, stand up. Shout out to Quentin.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, it's not whack to put stipulations in clauses. He said, drop the addy. I've never said that it was whack. If that's what you heard, I didn't say it was whack. I don't think you're talking to me. I think you're talking to somebody else. I never said that it was whack to put stipulations and clauses in there. I'm just reading to you what your boy said. Your boy said that, not me. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach Yamas from Brooklyn, man?
Yeah, Brooklyn, man. Yo, that's my dog, Yama. Yama, what's up, man? Brooklyn, stand up, fam.
What's up, man? Yo, how was your trip, man? Everything went good out there?
Oh man, San Antonio treated me real good, bro. I'm looking forward to LA. I'll be in LA in the next in about 10 more days. So looking forward to that trip. Spoke to my family. My family looking forward to meeting up with me. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to LA, man. San Antonio treated me good, bro. San Antonio treated me good, bro. Yeah, they did. Like
next stop.
I love that city, bro. I love that city.
Yo, next stop, you gotta come up here, man. We want to see you out here, man.
Oh yeah, New York. Yeah. You know, I never been to the city, man. I'm looking forward to going to New York City, man. Everybody in my family been to New York City, but me. I've been to New York State, been to Albany and Rochester and stuff like that, but I haven't been to the city yet.
That don't count. That don't count, man.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go to the city. Yeah, I gotta go to the city. I got you.
That don't count. But yo, I'm calling about this fight, this Ryan Garcia Tank fight. I think the fans gotta give Ryan his due respect for taking the fight because the proof is in the pudding, man. You showing tangible evidence that he did not have to take this fight. His advisors, his promoters, his managers, they advised against it.
They did.
But this is more proof. This is more proof that when fighters want to fight, they can get the fight. Like everybody wants to see. The thing, my issue is everybody want to be Floyd till it's time to put the shit that Floyd did. Like everybody want to be tough until it's time to do tough shit. Floyd took all Oscar's terms when he took that fight.
Yeah.
And that pole vault into a position to be the A side and get what he got. You got to take the risk to get where you need to be in this game, man. And there's too many guys. They're looking at the end of Floyd's career where he was selecting fighters. He had to take, a B-side fight, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you're right about that. And then Floyd, after he beat Oscar, he ended up doing it to everybody else. Hey, Floyd was like, yeah, I'm for the A side. I'm for the A side. Everybody did there from this point forward. You gotta listen. All right, you want to fight me? What you got to do, dog? You got to run 10 miles the day of the fight. Hey, shout out to World Combat Sports. You got to run 10 miles the day of the fight. You got to run 10 miles. You got to eat. You got to eat a half a gallon of ice cream. You know what I mean? I want you to. You got to take 5 laxatives in the morning time. You got to take 5 laxatives in the morning time. By the time we have a fight at night, you get put all these stipulations in.
Yo, coach, this is another thing. Like you got people, you got people talking that shit about the weight clause and this and that.
Yeah.
Half y'all niggas can't lose 2 pounds and you're overweight.
Yeah.
These niggas is getting down to unnatural weight and putting stipulations in that they can't even hydrate.
Yeah.
So you got to come in low to make the weight, and you can't even shoot back up. This is not a Ryan, I respect him so much for taking this fight, man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad everybody's fucking with Tank, but I want that line to go up and up and up so I can throw some bread on Ryan, man.
Yeah.
I ain't hearing no Ryan, nobody fucking with Ryan, but I know he can win this fight, man.
Yeah, bro, let me tell you something. I'm trying to keep hope alive. I say, is there any chance you guys see? I'm talking about trainers who've been training for like 15, 20 years. They're like, man, is Ryan Garcia dead, man, walking? He say, and on top of that, he has a rehydration clause, and he's coming in at 136 pound catch weight. I said, well, the 136 ain't really much because he's fought at 135 before. So he was a lightweight. He's been fighting at 135. So that's really not a big issue. To be honest with you, the actual 136, that's not a big issue. He's fought at 135 before most of his career. He's only had 2 fights at 140. So that's not a big deal. But the
how tall is he, Cole?
Ryan, I think they say he's 5'10".
Ooh,
yeah.
Yo, 135, 5'10", Cole? Oof.
Yeah, he's been fighting, but he's been fighting at the only weight he's ever fought at that I know of is been lightweight since he's been a pro that I know of.
You know these weight bullies though. They come down.
Yeah.
And they without the clause, he up over 150 easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tank know that.
Yeah.
Tank knows that, man.
Yeah.
And I'm saying one more time and get off your line. Yo, do not sleep on Ryan in this fight, man. When somebody goes out of his way to take a fight, look at Devin and the kid from Australia.
To my Camboso, yeah.
Yo, he would have took 10%, 90%, because he know he got the fight. He feel like he got the fight, man. I gotta respect it. Yo, I'm gonna get up your line, man.
Man, shout out to my brother Yamas.
Join the show.
Brooklyn, stand
Peace
up.
and love, baby.
BK, yes sir. My brother, man. That's my main man now, Yamas, man. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. He said Ryan said he walk around at 145, 150. Okay, well, guess what, Keenum? You just blowed up this argument. Now let's go here. Now this is Ryan Garcia's #1 fan right here. My main man Keenum from North Carolina. This is Ryan Garcia's #1 fan. #1 fan. He said that Ryan Garcia says he walk around at 145, 150. Well, if Ryan Garcia walks around at 145, 150, why the hell is he crying about a rehydration clause?
True.
I'm just asking for a friend. If Ryan Garcia walks around at 145, 150, can anyone tell me why is he crying about a rehydration clause of 146? Wouldn't that be him just fighting at his walk-around weight anyways? Yep, now this is Ryan Garcia, #1 fan right here. Now, his #1 fan. I blow that up. Let's see. Shout out to D1. He say Devin fighting Cambosos is nothing like Ryan. It's nothing like Ryan. Nothing at all. Yeah. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on, caller. Hold on. We got another call calling in. Let me let this call fall off so I can let everybody hear you. Hold on. Give me a minute. Somebody calling in at the same time, so let me go ahead and all right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Q, calling for Richmond, Virginia.
Q from Richmond, Virginia. Talk to me.
Yeah, so I just want to enlighten everybody, because a lot of people just saying, you know, they making it like Tank put these stipulations. First, this fight was supposed to happen 2 years ago when both of them was at 135. But then Ryan all of a sudden had the mental health problem, so they couldn't make the fight then. Now, the fight originally is supposed to be at 135, but then Ryan said he wanted it at 138. So Tank was like, because the whole thing is, Ryan is lazy. He don't want to work to get down to 135. That's why all his last fights haven't been at 135 or 140. And he keeps saying his opponent be requesting 138. So Tank said, if you don't want to fight at 135, we're going to go at 136, and I'm going to put a rehydration clause on it that they got to weigh in the morning. But guess what? Both of them got to weigh in at 146. That's just Ryan Tank do too. So
yeah.
Calvin
Ford. I saw a video where Calvin Ford did say that. Calvin Ford, and now, as a matter of fact, James Lee is the one that Tank Davis's cousin called the show Friday, and he told me that on air. He said that the rehydration clause is not only for Ryan Garcia, it's for Tank Davis as well. So Tank Davis cannot come in past 146 as well. So what say you about that? So if that's the case, why is Ryan Garcia making a big deal about it when Tank has imposed those same stipulations on himself as well?
That's my whole point. Like, I'm not asking you to do something that I'm not doing. I got to do the same thing you do. Yeah. I can't get no bigger than 146. And guess what? That's in the morning time. Now, after the weigh-in, you can weigh whatever you want to get in the ring. You just can't blow up from Friday up until that night. We got to weigh in that next morning. So I don't really see it being too much if you already said, like you said on the shop, I walk around at 150. So if you walk around at 150, you got to weigh in at 146. You're going to pick up them 4 pounds by that night. That's my thought. What you think about it?
I mean, if both of them are under the same stipulations, it's not a big deal to me. To be honest with you, I really don't care. I don't have any invested. I don't have a vested interest in Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not on the guy's side. So I just, you know what I mean. If both men are under the same stipulations, it's not a big deal To me.
And that's my whole point, because I heard everybody like, because Ryan brought it up, and everybody like, that's messed up. Tank did this and Tank, but I'm doing the same thing he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I get to be 160, 160, 170. I walk around at 130. Well, not me, but I'm saying Tank is like, I walk around and we fighting at 135. Then you ain't coming to 135. I got to put something in there to make it even playing field.
Yeah, Tank. Yeah,
But
Tank.
that's all I just said.
Yeah. Salute, man. Hey, Q from Richmond. Thank you for calling in, sir. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Q from Richmond, man. And let's get them lights up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Jerry.
Jerry from Be More. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah. Nah, man. This weight, this 136, that's so Tank's title's not on the line. That's not a fair catch weight. Ryan moved up to 140 his last fight. Said he wasn't going to look back unless it was for Tank. A reasonable catch weight would have been 138. I mean, can't forget, Tank Davis fought Barrios at 140. I don't remember no hydration clause for that fight. Barrios is cleaning up the welterweight now. And, he didn't make those stipulations then. You got a one-way rematch clause. You got a rehydration clause. For any of those people out there that think Ryan's a pretty boy and he can't fight, guess what? Tank and his people don't think that. You don't put them type of restrictions if you think this is a cakewalk. They know better. Ryan ain't no bigger than Barrios. They did not put those restrictions on Barrios.
That's true.
That's what that is.
That's true. As a matter of fact, Mario Barrios is bigger than Ryan Garcia.
He's bigger.
He's taller.
He's bigger.
His walk around weight he weighs more walk around rate than Ryan Garcia from what I've seen of Mario Barrios. I'm like, well, shoot, yeah. You make a valid point. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you, but go ahead.
No, that's cool. Having said that, I don't really blame Tank Davis. He's the A side, and when you're the A side, you get to control those levers. It's just people need to keep the same energy when it comes to other fighters like Canelo, who may do the same thing when he's fighting a bigger opponent. And then they want to call him a weight bully, and they don't keep the same energy. The typical boxing fan bullshit. When their guy does it, they make every reason why it's okay for him to do it. But when another guy does it, it's not okay. But that's all I got to say about that. I'm still looking forward to the fight.
Yeah, me too.
Well, hopefully he hasn't outgrown 135 so bad that the weight cut hurts him,
right,
which would take away from the fight, and that's a slippery slope to play. Devin Haney's playing it right now. We see what Devin looked like in that way in the last fight.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous game to play right there with the weight, and it directly relates to performance. But also I want to say this about the fight over the weekend. I was shocked to hear so many people saying, acting like Tony Harrison was Marvin Hagler or something. Like, they just couldn't believe that, that Tszyu was going to fight him. Now, I get it because he didn't have to fight him, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have to fight him. He could have just sat and waited for his mandatory shot at the undisputed titles, Jamel's undisputed belt, or he could have just fought a nobody, and milked it. And I like Tony. Tony's a likable guy.
Yeah.
But, I watched that face-off with him. And the thing about it is, though, for me, this is how it affected me.
I got other calls calling in, Jared, but go ahead.
Well, let me get this out. Tony talks shit with a smile. 99% of fighters don't do that. He talks shit, they're angry, they're talking shit, okay, and you understand. Tony does it with a smile. You're here because of your dad, but I like you. You're here because your management is good and they got you here, but I like you. That type of shit would piss me off even more. And watching their body language in that face-off, I could see Tszyu, a mild-mannered guy, but I could really tell that in his mind he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up for saying that shit, man, because you don't really have to say that. And then when you say these things, and then you say, but I like you, that's kind of like sunning me at the same time. He like sunning him. So I like Tony. I can appreciate his angle because most fighters don't do it like that. But I don't think it helped him in the fight. I think it just gave Tszyu extra motivation.
All right, Jared. Thank you for calling the show, man. Salute, Jared from Be More. Stand up.
Thanks, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to shout out to Yamas again. Let's see. Yeah, man. My thing is, like Ryan Garcia, #1 fan, Keena said. He said Ryan walks around at 145 to 150, 145 to 150. The weight is not the issue. Again, I'm gonna go by what Keena says. That weight is not an issue. I think Ryan Garcia, he could just be looking for a way out, like other people are saying. Again, if that's his walk around weight, you know what I mean? If that's his walk around weight, then it is what it is. He said we need 20 more likes. But in the Keena now, Keena is a diehard, he is a diehard Ryan Garcia fan, so he would know. He would know more about that situation than me, but you get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Troll. Troll, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Troll, what's going on? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Kim from Flushing. What up, Coach?
Kim from where?
Flushing, Queens.
Oh, Queens. From Queens. Talk to me.
Yeah, please. I was basically wanted to talk about the last call just talked about. But fight at 136, why don't Ryan just lose a pound at 135 and make it a title fight? He don't really he don't have too many title fights. The guy needs a title fight.
He need you sound kind of muffled. He need a what?
He need a sorry. Why don't he just lose an extra pound instead of going through all his weight stuff? Because 136, right? They fight the title for the title would be at 135.
Tank
why don't lose that 1 pound?
Tank don't have a title. What's the name? Got
yeah, Tank doesn't have a title. He has the WBA title, the regular title. I think regular title.
Yeah, the regular belt. That ain't that.
I mean, they'll still consider a title shot. Don't get twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People still consider a title shot.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't got the super, but yeah, I get you. Okay, so in order for him to become a champion, he should have just went on and fought Tank at 130 at 135.
35 and kill his catch weight nonsense. It kills catch weight nonsense.
Yeah.
And the other point I wanted to make, like most of the time in a rematch clause, I never heard of a promoter like giving a rematch clause to another promoter. Most of the time when you do a rematch clause, it's for you to do the rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? I'll never see a promoter just say, hey, the promoter takes the rematch clause. Most of the time, if you do a rematch clause, you do the rematch clause. So that whole idea of a rematch clause that he's arguing about with Ryan Garcia makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. What you mean a rematch clause? I'm trying to figure out where you're going.
Because Ryan was crying about rematch clause, and I guess they wanted the rematch clause.
Yeah, he wanted a two-way rematch clause. Yeah, like if he lose, then he wanted the option to have a rematch. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So basically, I guess no matter what, Showtime's gonna do the rematch. PBC's gonna do the rematch, basically. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, PBC is the lead promoter in this. So this is a PBC fight. Oscar De La Hoya and them are just there. Well, even though you will be able to buy it on the Zone as well, pay-per-view, which that'll help give it the global look because the Zone is a global app. But yeah, this is the PBC card, top to bottom. Other than that, if it wasn't an all PBC card, I would be there. But I got an embargo on me against PBC, so and I'm not paying $1,500 to go to no fight. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, this is an all PBC card. They running this whole affair.
Okay, so but the problem, I think the people were saying back there that if Ryan would win, the next fight should be on the Zone. Most of the time, a rematch clause don't switch promoters. The same promoter does the rematch clause. That's the biggest point I'm trying to make. And I want to say about Tszyu. Tsyu's last fight was pretty good. I think Tszyu winning that fight kind of upped the value of with this fight with when he fights the Charlos. When he fights Charlos, but I think it could possibly be a pay-per-view fight now that people see Tszyu might be the real deal.
No, it ain't gonna be no pay-per-view fight. Jamel Charlo he doesn't sell. He can't bring flies to shit. So I mean, that'd be crazy to try to make that a pay-per-view fight. The only way you can make that a pay-per-view fight if Jamel Charlo fights Tim Tszyu in Australia. He's not gonna fight him in Australia. If he fights him over here in Texas, he's not. They're not. That shit won't sell worth a goddamn thing. I think.
I mean, no matter a pay-per-view is a pay-per-view. No, I mean, you'll sell foreign numbers. I guess foreign numbers count. You got, what I'm saying. So I guess in America, I guess you're right. You probably won't sell, but I guess up the value to fight. I don't know if it's a pay-per-view fight or not, but up the value to fight. Him being what you call it. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are more interested in the fight now than they were before.
All right. Shout out the brother from Queens. Salute, fam. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We got to get the lights up, man. We got to get the lights up. Hey, what did it say, fam? You say no. You say what you say. You say no one cares about Charlo. I mean, I hate to say it, bro. Jamel Charlo is an undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world, and I remember when he fought Brian Castano, they was giving tickets away like hotcakes over there, man. He fought on, you know what I mean? Like him and his brother Jamal Charlo both fought on pay-per-view together. Jamal Charlo was the main event, and Jamel Charlo was the co-main. And guess what? They did less than 100,000 together. Like, you get what I'm saying? They just not. It is what it is, man. I don't know what it is about Jamel Charlo and Jamal Charlo. I don't know what it is, fam. Shout out to Derek. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Derek said, he said, Coach, if Tank loses, Floyd has Kermel Montone, aka Tank 2.0, ready to replace him. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Who you would be talking about? But let me tell you something. If Tank lose this fight, bro, like Ryan Garcia, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm not a fan of Tank Davis nor Ryan Garcia. Don't rock with their fan bases at all. Just being honest with you. When I say the fan base, I'm talking about the delusional ones. Because Tank Davis have two groups of fans. Tank Davis have what I like to call, hold on, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna give you the perfect example. He have the Gilly the Kid type fans. Those are the fans that I love of Tank Davis. The Gilly the Kid type fans. Then he have those other guys. They just, boy, like, oh my Lord. They just, woo. I mean, they the tweeners, they the jitterbugs, and they in the land of like Wakandaism. They're in the land of delusion. You know what I mean? When it comes to him. But these are the fans that I rock with. These are the fans that I rock with right here.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen, and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I don't.
That's that
was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like.
How many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
To be honest, I ain't never said.
So those are the Tank Davis fans that I like. There's not that many of them though. Those are the Tank Davis fans that I rock with. I rock with those Gilly the Kid type Tank Davis fans. He say, me, the fans, we want to see you fight Devin Haney. We want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight, you know what I mean? What he said, Shakur Stevenson, all of those guys, you know, who say they're the 4 kings, we want to see you fight them. When have you ever walked in there and said, I want to fight these niggas, man? You know what I mean? Those are the Tank Davis fans I rock with. Then you have the ones who are just like, Lord have mercy. They wouldn't know a check left hook from a checkbook. They don't even know what a checkbook is. But like them, I can't stand them. Call what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Todd from Kansas City, Missouri.
Todd from Kansas City. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I was just calling in to talk about that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis situation with the rehydration clause and everything.
Yes, sir.
My whole thing is man, Ryan, he grown, man. He's 5'10", almost 25. Man, he ain't gonna be able to make 135 no more. You know what I mean? Like, that just don't make no sense for you to even be trying to fight Tank down there anyways. But like, I see him taking a risk and everything. You know what I mean? But at the same time, is he really taking that much of a risk? If like, like his last fight was Cortuna, right? At 140. Like, I think that he can still make it. I think that he's just trying to bring all of his opponents up to see if that affects them. Like, see if they get slower. You know what I mean? Like, because it don't make no sense to be trying to fight at 135 if you can't make that no more. You know what I mean? Like Shakur Stevenson, he just went up from missing a pound and losing a belt. You know what I mean? Ryan, he shouldn't be going down there to fight Tank no more. He should be looking at 140 pounders. You know what I mean? Like Tszyu. He should be trying to fight Tszyu. You You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ryan. No, Ryan looking for the big name. So Tank Davis is the big name that he wanted. He begged for this fight. Again, he told Oscar and them, look, man, I'm leaving, man. Now hold on. So according to sources, I gotta say sources. According to sources, I'm leaving, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm not gonna be with you anymore. If you don't get this fight from me, Oscar, I'm telling you, I need this fight. And Oscar and them like, you showed you this what you want. So he made this fight. So he got what he asked for. I don't feel sorry for Ryan Garcia. I don't. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever happened, he begged. It's like this here. Tank Davis was minding his own business. They had Hobo Sam, Poke Chop Willie, Hog Head Cheese, Shawty Big Nuts. And they had Willie the Pimp sitting in the cut. He was going to fight, right? And he was going to do his thing. And Ryan Garcia came over there, came to the PBC Island, antagonized the Tank, messing with him. So Tank said, you know what, dog, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and see if we make this fight happen. And Leonard Ellaby and the boys, and I'll him and say, okay, this is what we going to do. You know, rehydration clause, no more than 10 pounds, check. We're gonna fight at 136-pound catch weight, check.
Yeah.
We're gonna do day before weigh in the same day weigh in, check. If you come in past if you come in overweight past 146 pounds, same day weigh in. When we weigh you in, if you come past that, that's gonna be $500,000 fine for each pound, check. Your baby mama got to be bow-legged. Your baby mama got to be bow-legged by the fight, and she not needed. Check. Your dog got to know how to speak Chinese on the day of the fight. Check. Your auntie got to know how to do the Mexican electric slide. Check. You know, your cousin got to know how to do the one leg up. Check. So they put all these stipulations in there and gave it to him. Oscar said no. Ryan said yes. He got what he asked for. Guess what? I don't feel sorry for him.
True.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah. Because that whole BS talking about him walking out around 150 pounds. Man, that dude ain't walking around 150 pounds if he's not training, bro.
Hey, that's what Keena said. That's Ryan Garcia, #1 fan. That's what he said now. So hey, man, I'm taking what he said. I didn't say it. He said it.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For real. Hey, but salute, man. Todd from Kansas City. Salute to you, fam, man. Thank you for calling the show, brother. Salute. KC, stand up. Yeah. Yeah, KC, stand up. He asked for it, so hey, man, got to give him what he's looking for. I can't no Ryan Garcia fans come back crying. Now, I told y'all the type of Tank Davis fans I like. Now, most of Ryan Garcia fans, not all, but I say 95% of them, this what they like about Ryan.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
So you know, so you got that. So you got that aspect of it. For me, like, guys, I don't, I ain't got a pork chop in the refrigerator. I don't have a hog mog in the chitlin pot. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. We getting a good fight. This will be a good fight between these two guys. So, it is what it is. I'm just looking forward to seeing, all the way up until the April 22nd. I'm looking forward to seeing Ryan Garcia fans and Tank Davis fans go at it. Again, everybody who I've spoken to, everyone who I've spoken to, I'm talking about some top people. Boy, they say that boy Ryan Garcia, they say he got 2 chances to beat Tank, Slim and none. And they say Slim just went on vacation. True. That's what they say. I ain't saying this. That's what they say. You know what I mean? That's what they say. That's all. Hey, shout out to Casino. Hey, okay. Casino, what to say, fam? He say, don't cry for the sacrificial lamb. No, I ain't crying for him. I ain't crying. I ain't crying for neither one of them, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I ain't crying for him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, coach, it's Rick from Toronto, man. What you saying, man?
Rick from Toronto. Talk to me.
Yo, man, 2 things, man. I hope you enjoyed your trip to San Antonio. I watched the show when you were there too, man. And I gotta say, man, you like me. I wear a hat or my cap most of the time, so a lot of people don't see my hair. And first time I see your hair, man, you kind of look like Denzel from American Gangster, my man.
Oh no, yeah, I got a lot of hair. You ain't never seen my hair? I wear it without my hat all the time. I got a lot of hair. I just
bro, you have that feel, that Denzel feel from American Gangster, my man.
Oh no, I don't look nothing like Denzel. Hey, now the Tenderonis, if the Tenderonis say I look like, well, you know what? You might be right. You know, on my left side, I do look like kind of like Denzel on the low on my left side. And then on my right side, I kind of look like Michael B. Jordan. So I'm kind of a cross between Denzel and Michael B. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
Oh man, that's wicked. Next thing, man, all these I know you have the you have the commentary in regards to this non title fight with this bullshit with Tank that's heading to the clink later on, and Ryan that's gonna still be on his stupid TikTok shit. Irrespective of this 135 bullshit weight goddamn fight. What I'm really vexed about is this, as Julius calls him from Ring IQ, big bag of milk, Tyson Fury. His pussy ass, like all these guys are being pussies, man. You know what I'm saying? But what his dumb ass is thinking, like, I'm sorry for slightly switching topic matter, but his, big 300-pound pussy ass is trying to dodge Alexander Usyk because he's flapping his chops too much. He's flapping his chops. And Alexander's saying, okay, fine, I'll take the 30%. I'll take the 30%. But now Tyson Fury's coming back saying like, there's no rematch and bullshit. Whereas he was asking for the rematch when they were doing the deal with Saudi Arabia. So what I'm getting back to is all these fighters, man, irrespective of their weight, 135, Tank Davis, fucking Ryan Garcia, 130, like these tiny ass pussies. And then we have a 300-pound pussy who knows his ass is gonna get fucking tuned up by Alexander Usyk, who he's calling a middleweight. He calling him a middleweight. And this guy's been training since December, where this big fat bag of milk hasn't been doing shit. And as Eddie Hearn's saying, this fight ain't gonna be happening in April, man. And that's what I'm vexed about. And you have these other idiot callers that are calling you saying they're gonna drop the addy on you. Man, I want to drop the addy on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like, come on, man. And you know what? I know you have some UK callers and listeners and whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, to all you UK callers and listeners, Tyson Fury's a pussy. He's a 300-pound pussy, man. You know what I'm saying? And he knows he's gonna get tuned up by Alexander Usyk, who he's calling a middleweight. He's gonna get tuned up by. So now he's pussying out because he knows he's gonna get tuned up, bro.
All right, man. Well, Rick, man, from Toronto, man. Thank you for calling the show, man. I appreciate you, man, for saying your piece. Salute, fam. Toronto, stand up. Toronto, stand up. Shout out to Food Revolution. She said Denzel from Training Day. She said with the hair and goatee. Well, sources say. You know what I mean? Sources say. You get what I'm saying? So, shout out to light skin. Shout out to Live with Light Skin Lou. Salute to my brother. Live with Light Skin Lou. Shout out to Light Skin Lou in the building, man. Yeah, man, we got another call calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable, baby. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
Hi! D-Block, talk to me, fam.
My Coach, let me ask you a personal question here with everybody live. Do I sound like that guy when I keep on talking and I don't stop?
Sound like what guy?
Like the guy that just called right now.
Yeah, when he talk, sometimes, you know what I mean? I try to give everybody the opportunity to speak, say their piece, you get what I'm saying? But, sometimes people, when it's a subject matter that people are very, very passionate about, they call into the show, they just want to vent, you know what I mean? So this is the vent, this is the vent hotline. They want to vent.
Damn right, baby. Damn right.
I wish they could talk fast like me, because I'm a fast talker. So you can, I can probably get 1,000 words a minute in. So, but go ahead.
All right, Coach, my bad. Hey, I just want to say, do you think that I think Lomachenko and Devin Haney? I mean, I think it's already official. Yeah. I think it's going to be like 20 something. I'm very proud of those guys.
Happy about that.
Huh?
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, me too, Coach. I mean, that's the actual fight. This other fight's more like a popularity contest kind of fight, but this other one is legit boxing. It's a boxing event. And I have a question with all the people that say that I know that they sold out the stadium in Las Vegas, so that's good. People want to see this fight, but the prices are high, man. They don't even let normal people go in there.
I mean, yeah, what happened is you got to understand, they know this is a big fight. They're gonna back up the Brinks truck.
Yeah.
The fight sold out in like 1 day or something like that. They they sold it to the open market with the resellers. And so what happened was the resellers bought all the tickets and then they reselling them at higher prices, which is really, really good. I mean, everybody does it. Concert promoters do it. In boxing, that's known in boxing. So yeah, so you gotta have some money to get up in there, boy. Gotta have some money to get up in that fight, though.
But let me tell you something, because one of my friends said that he knew somebody from there and that they bought the tickets for like $20,000, and now they're charging everybody $50,000. Whoever wants to buy these tickets, so they're gonna make them. They're making bread out of this.
Well, but the only person that can buy a ticket for $50,000 is someone that has $50,000 to spare to buy a ticket. I mean, the average working person walking around on the street can't afford that. So people who are in a certain tax bracket are going to be the ones to attend this fight. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I got one more thing to say, and that's it, because I know I got to wrap it up. The way it looks like the WBA is going to start to mandate Tank Davis, which I've been asking for a long time. They're going to want to unify the regular belt, the Reggie belt, the Mickey Mouse belt, the dumbbell belt, with the actual champion is Devin Haney. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, do you think that Devin Haney is going to get his great hurrah of a fight? I mean, he's going to fight Lomachenko, which is going to be a tougher fight, or it's going to be a real tough fight. Do you think that Tank Davis and Devin Haney finally get to make it happen in 2023?
No.
That's all I got to say. Maybe you can answer it. D-Block, D-Town, D3, D-Block. Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out to D-Block, man. Nah. Yeah, I don't see them fighting each other, because I mean, Tank gonna be like, I don't want his belts. I don't care nothing about his belts. The WBA can mandate what they want. They don't tell me what to do. I'm the A side. I'm the face of boxing. I can't wait to drop that video on that right there. Devin Haney got to do what we tell him to do. Matter of fact, he gonna come with all kind of crazy stipulations. That fight ain't gonna happen. I think Tank just gonna drop the belt. Shout out to Casino. Okay. Press dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Casino like Press says he said Kenneth need to get a disability check. He get for being blind and bet a bag. Are you trying to say Keena and bet a bag on it? He said, but he won't even believe his own mess for real. Oh yeah, I see you. Oh, you talking about Keena? Yeah, Keena. I don't know. Hey, that's Ryan Garcia biggest fan right there. But I don't know, boy. You know what I mean? You might. Boy, listen. This was gonna happen. Whoever bet and don't pay, y'all gonna have a whole lot of niggas playing.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumsize the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Hey man, it is what it mean. No, yeah, what it is. He say, nah, not sauce. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Hey, but you know what though? Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. So they gonna make it do what it do. Tony Harrison, pivot a little bit. I dropped the video just saying basically Tony Harrison need to retire. Tony Harrison is done in boxing, right? Tony Harrison, he gave it all he could. He lost. I know that this is a hard pill to swallow. Again, I was rooting for Tony to win, even though I knew, I say, man, this dude got stamina issues. He doesn't have any punching power to keep Tszyu off of him. And around the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th round, that's when he started to gas out. And it played out kind of like how I feared it would play out. And that's what happened. Now, I do understand a lot of people saying, don't nobody know who Tszyu is and this and that. Well, they know who he is now. He stopped Tony Harrison in the 9th round, beat him down. It actually looked like he was carried Tony Harrison in his fight to the 9th round, because Tszyu did predict that he was going to stop Tony Harrison in the 9th round. So I think that Tszyu betted money on this fight that he would knock out Tony Harrison in the 9th round. And when the 9th round came, he made sure he stopped him. So it looked like he carried Tony Harrison, like from the 5th round on up. It looked like he carried him all the way up until the 9th round, and then he stopped him. Now, I do know that this is a hard pill to swallow. Someone like my good brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, this will be a hard pill for him to swallow. But I'm going to tell you something, man. A lot of these non-American fighters have been getting beat down for some reason. And Tszyu was not a PBC fighter. Tszyu was not a PBC fighter. And it does seem like that when they do let one of those fighters cross the street, this is what happens. Now, so it is what it is. Tony Harrison, he's one of my favorite fighters. I love the fact that he was able to make Jermell Charlo cry at the press conference. And Jermell Charlo is one of my favorite fighters as well. He made him cry. man, you know I beat you, dog. Man, you know I beat you. You know I beat you. I'm telling you, dog. Man, I'm trying to tell you that. No, you know what? So Jermell was crying. His baby mama had to come up there, wipe tears from his eye. He was, had snot running out of nose. But that's okay. But Tony Harrison, man, he's one of my favorite fighters, man. But he need to retire. Call what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, Coach? This is Raphael 32 calling out of Toledo.
Raphael 32, Toledo, talk to him.
Harrison, like you just said, he needs to retire. Yeah. I was all last week, I was undecided. You know what I mean? I changed my bet. I wound up betting on Tszyu that Saturday and won. Tszyu fought a very good fight. Charlo better be careful. I slightly have him as the favorite, but Tszyu reminds me so much of his father, his attitude, the way he comes into the ring. His father was amateur fighter for Russia. So, his father's skills were up there coming into the game. Tszyu is nice, and Tszyu has his uncles training him, and that's really good. I think if Tony's father was alive, I think he would have had a better chance. Not to say that he would have won, but I just think he would have had a lot better chance if his father was alive.
All right, man. Well, shout out to Raphael 32, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you for calling the show, man. I appreciate you, fam. Salute. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. That's the great Costa Tszyu son, Tim Tszyu. Let me tell you something. If Tony Harrison, if Jermell Charlo fights Tim Tszyu, and we did see Jermell Charlo at the fight where he was in the studios with Brian Custer and them. If Tony Harrison fights Tim Tszyu, he better have a tune-up before he fight him. He better not talk. Well, he can't get a tune-up. He has to fight him right away because it's been mandated. He's gonna have to if he come right in there to fight this guy right in after having his layoff because of his broken hand. This fight is gonna be hell for him. This fight is gonna be hell for him. I can tell you that. Because what happened is a lot of these guys over here in America, they don't watch any other fights outside of, especially if you're a PBC guy, if you're a pro PBC network guy, a lot of these pro PBC guys, they don't know anything about fighters outside of the PBC, outside of the rim of the PBC, or even outside of America, right? So, and if it's a non-black fighter, they really don't know nothing about him. So the thing is Tony, Tim Tszyu, he's a very patient fighter. Was he getting hit with the jab in the fight? Yes, he was. But I don't think he respected Tony Harrison's power once he felt his power. And then even after the fight, Tim Tszyu said, man, that I thought this fight was going to be a lot harder than what it was. I was expecting more. He was expecting more. And guess what? He made it look easy. He beat Tony like he beat Tony very easy. He made it look easy. He didn't respect his power. He kept his head center line. Then he started timing him and catching him with the uppercut. He started catching him with that left hook to the body. He started catching him, and as the fight went down, he started weighing him down, and then he stopped him in the 9th round. That's what happened. And I think what it is a lot of these guys over here, they're very ignorant to boxing. Boxing is a global sport. When you are a fan of Al Heyman or Top Rank or you're a fan of Showtime and a certain network, you don't know anything about any other fighters. You don't know anything about their fighting styles. You don't know nothing about their stamina. You don't know how they fight boxers. You don't know if they're a puncher boxer or a boxer puncher. You don't know what their trap counter game is like. You don't know how good their defense is. You don't know any of these things. These guys who are pro PBC guys, they are dismissive of anything that is not of American descent, especially if they're not from the PBC. And the thing is a lot of these American fighters, some of these guys, I remember a time where, and shout out to D-Style, because D-Style was talking about this on this show. People are confusing especially in the heavyweight division. You can see it in the heavyweight division. In the heavyweight division, there are fighters, and even some of the other lighter weight divisions, Americans used to dominate boxing. Whether it was the middleweight division, whether it was the lightweight division, whether it was the welterweight division, light heavyweight division with Roy Jones, them, and middleweight, with super middleweight with James Lifestyle Tony, those days are over. Those fighters back then had a different mentality, and they was built different. These fighters today, I'm talking about American fighters, are different. So when people, I like, this is a different breed of fighters. Different breed of fighters today. I'm talking about American fighters. These fighters of today are nothing like those fighters. That's why I don't like comparing them. They don't even have the mentalities that those guys have, and they're not as tough as those guys were. These guys now are something different. And I think people need to realize that this is truly a different era with most of the American fighters. Not all, but most. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? This Casino Life Prayers from Atlanta.
Life Prayers from Atlanta. Talk to me.
What's going on, man? I wanted to just comment on this Tszyu, Tony Harrison fight, man, because I ain't really had no prediction on the fight. I was just kind of just listening to what everybody was saying, and I'm not a guy who ever really follows Tony Harrison. Like, the only thing I know about Tony Harrison is from when he fought Charlo. But I was like, my opinion on it was, if Tony Harrison come out like, how he was, I thought it was gonna be a good fight. But when that first bell rang, Coach, like, I already knew he was going to get knocked out. Tony Harrison, I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong, if I saw the wrong thing, but Tony Harrison ain't look right. From the beginning, he ain't look right. And I ain't trying to make no excuses for him, because I ain't care if he won or not. I'm just saying he just ain't look right from the go. Like, soon as it started, he ain't had no, like, he's supposed to be like, everybody say he's supposed to be like his best boxer and shit. Like, people be saying Tony Harrison is like the best pure boxer they've ever seen it. I be hearing people say that.
No, he's a good boxer. As a matter of fact, the first round was the best round he had. The first round, he was jabbing. He was jabbing doggone Tszyu like crazy. That was his best round. The first round.
Yeah, but it didn't look good to me. It didn't look good. Like I know what it like. All right. Well, first of all, shout out to Tszyu, man, because he looked like the Australian Canelo. He was talking to that man like Canelo. He was fighting like a Mexican. That was my first time seeing him fight. So I'm excited about him fighting Charlo. But the first two things I noticed about that fight was Tony Harrison just didn't look right to me. And then number two, that was the smallest ring I ever seen. Like, I ain't never seen no ring that small. Like, that was crazy. Have you ever seen a ring that small, Coach?
I mean, I've seen rings that small before, but guess what? Tony Harrison walked up on that asshole, but he wanted that. He asked for that. Tony Harrison insisted.
I ain't crying for him.
He insisted on taking this fight. Tszyu was the A side in this fight, and when you the A side, you get to choose the ring size and all that stuff. That's the same thing that Tank is doing right now. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if Tony Harrison was the superior boxer, like a lot of people were saying he was, and even myself, he's a great fighter. He should have been able to maneuver around that small ring because he's been in the game a long time. So it is what it is.
Exactly. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, shout out to you, Coach, man. That was a good fight. I wasn't surprised, but that's it. I was surprised that it was Tszyu. But that go for what you say. Like, a lot of us in America, we don't be knowing about these overseas fighters. And I'm talking about he just put me on but I'm gonna be watching him because I like that shit. I like that shit.
Yeah, for real. Hey, man, shout out to Light Prayers from the ATL, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you for calling, my brother. Yeah, man, ATL, stand up. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I picked Tony Harrison to win. I wanted him to win, but I just knew that. I said, he got a daunting task. I'm going to just be honest with you guys. I wanted him to win because I like Tony. I like Tony. Hey, I remember. Hey, y'all remember this? Talo cried. Oh, of course, I'm being facetious, you know, about the theatrics I'm coming with. But oh Lord, you know, I beat him. You know, doggone Derrick James had to console him on stage. Had to console him. His baby mama was sitting there giving him tissue. Yeah, man, you know, baby, they robbed me, baby. Tony was talking trash, bro. Bro, like, man, bro, listen, I can hang out with Tony Harrison any day of the week, bro. Me, him, and Lisa Baumgartner just talking trash. Oh, I would love that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is David, from South Carolina.
David from South Carolina, talk to me.
Yes, I think a while back I didn't. I think you didn't. I don't know if you check his records. His name was Charles Benwell. He's the guy that fought Patrick Day. I don't know if you heard about that situation, what happened. He was in the hospital. But the reason why I would know about this guy was because of what happened. So I looked up and I look at more of the Jordan's fight. And he's a pretty good fighter. A lot of people don't know about him. You know, a lot of people know about the big stars, but not the underrated guys who have positions. Do you think that Charlo should fight him next? Would it be a good competition?
Talking about Jamel Charlo or Jamal Charlo?
Jamal Charlo.
Oh, Jamal Charlo. I don't know who Jamal Charlo gonna fight next. He over there on the PBC Island, so I'm hearing he's gonna fight Sulecki again. You know what I mean? But I think there's been a lot of backlash behind that. So I think they're trying to find another name for him. But Jamal, I don't have any expectations for Jamal Charlo. Like Jamal Charlo to me is just he's just there. Like I have no expectations for him at all. It's going to be 2 years that he's held on to this belt by the time he fights again, and he hasn't fought anybody in going on 2 years. So Jamal Charlo, I don't have any expectations from Jamal Charlo as a fighter, boxer at all. This is his 15th year as a pro. Jamal Charlo has been a professional boxer for 15 years, and my expectations of him is nothing. I'm just being honest with you. So I don't know who he's gonna fight. They probably find another pork chop or a tomato can or a hog head cheese sandwich for him to fight again. He ain't gonna fight nobody. That's just my thoughts.
Okay. One more thing. For the people that's watching right now, I'm gonna look up Charles Benwell versus Patrick Day. Look him up. He's a good fighter. I want y'all to look him up. You will like his talent. He's a great fighter. I think he could be the next star.
He's in the middle. He's in the middleweight division. He's in the middleweight division.
Yeah,
he's in the middleweight division. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, man. Listen, man. David from South Carolina, man. Thank you for calling the show, man. Salute. Yeah, man. I ain't got no expectation of the dog on Jamal Charlo, man. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Sad. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say? He said, what you say on Shad? You say, but coach, my American fighter riding around with Lambos with suicide doors. You know, he the A side. Yeah, bro, like these it's just a different era. It's a different era. And even if social media, I call them social media boxing fans, the social media boxing fans, they don't have a boxing criteria. And some of these fighters, they like Jamal Charlos and the Jaime Mugillas, they don't have a boxing criteria as well. And right now, this what it is. This what it is. This what's going on. Right now, you know, this what's going on with Jamal.
Twins, we known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mello.
Then you have promoters like Booger Ray. You know what I mean? We getting top fighters fighting hog head cheese. We get promoters like Booger Ray. When they ask them a tough question, hey man, who the next big star? This is what they give us.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions?
Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, you know, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, you know, again, because when you have, you know, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. no promoter or company is gonna put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talking about this. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So this is what's going on. I ain't got no expectations for this. Again, my main man, Tony Harrison, man. Tony, if you see this show, man, much love. I got a lot of love for you, dog. I really do, man, but it's over. Your brother told you that when he spoke to you, he said, man, it's over with, man. You know, your boxing career is over with. You're a great trainer. Tony Harrison is a great trainer. He would be a great motivational speaker. He would be a great promoter. You can make Tony Harrison host, be the host of a press conference. I like Brian Custer. I like Brian Custer on interviews, but I don't like Brian Custer at the press conference when he's introducing the fighters, because it's like he's reading the card, and I don't get the twistity from him. He don't have the twistity. They need somebody like me up there. Put Tony Harrison up there who got the gift of gab. You got to have somebody up there that have the gift of gab. You get what I'm saying? Who can make the people feel excited. Now, of course, with the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight, you don't need that. It's sold itself. You don't need that. But you get what I'm saying, though. But if you want to bring the twistity for the pay-per-view, you got to get people excited. You can put Tony Harrison up there, man, and he'll do a phenomenal job. But him as a trainer, he's doing a phenomenal job. But Alicia Baumgartner, she can do everything Tony Harrison can do. You can see a lot of his style in her. But the difference between him and her, she has pop. So she can hurt her opponent. He don't have that. But yeah, he ain't got nothing else to prove. You beat Jamel Charlo. I ride off into the sunset with that. You the one that gave him his first L, and you can take that to the bank. But other than that, that's it, man. I would just go ahead and, I would go ahead and call it a day. You know what I mean? We see Booger Ray back. Come to find out that Tank Davis never left Mayweather Promotions. Remember that time when he said he would leave in Mayweather? He had one more fight on his contract. And then when Tank beat Roland Romero, Tank, remember the press conference? Tank, Booger Ray, Calvin Ford, Kenny, all of them took a picture together on the stage. And then Tank hugged Leonard Ellaby. He said, still Mayweather Promotions, baby. And then Leonard said, well, say that one more time. He said, still Mayweather Promotions. And he hugged Leonard again and he walked off. So he let us know that it was still Mayweather Promotions. But what they did the old 52 fake out. Made it seem like he was playing possum. Made it seem like he had left Mayweather. He did one fight without Mayweather with Hector Garcia, and then now you see Floyd. Now Floyd ain't on the stage, but you see Booger Ray back in the fold. It is what it is. So Booger Ray back in the fold. What I mean by that is he never left.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let
my dog Booger Ray, man. So Booger Ray back in the car. Booger Ray's back in the car, man. You know what I'm so shout out to my dog Booger Ray, man. It is what it is, man. So again, I don't want no crimes from nobody. Again, I'm not Team Ryan. I'm not Team Tank Davis. I'm really not. I really am not. So, but anyways, hopefully we get a good fight. Ryan Garcia can't cry, as his number one fan Keenan said that he walks around at 145 to 150. That's his walk around weight. So guess what? He don't need. There's no excuse. There should be no excuse for this fight. Shout out to Casino Light Prayers. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Casino Light Prayers, man. For dropping that $2 super chat on your boy. Hold on, man. Let me get back over here. Shout out to Casino Light Prayers. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy. He said Tony Harrison Promotions 2023. Yeah, Tony Harrison could sell a fight. He can sell a fight. Absolutely. Like him, just have him on there, and he can make me. Listen, you know what? I'll work for Tony Harris. I'll work for Tony Harris. I'll be up under that. Be like his, like the vice president or something. You know, the vice president of media. Put me in control of vice president of media with Tony Harrison Promotions, or we'll sell a fight with Tony talking to me talking. Or we selling the fight. Or we can believe that we selling the fight. We selling the fight. Or we can believe that. Damn, you get what I'm saying? But this is the tweeners. You know, the TikTok generations. You know, with the Ryan Garcia fans and the Tank Davis fans, yeah, I can't fuck with y'all. I can't fuck with y'all. I give two fucks about y'all, to be honest with you. The Tweenie Boppers, now I do like the Tank Davis fans that like the Gilly the Kid Tank Davis fans. I like those guys. My main man, Damian Bennett. I like Damian Bennett. He's more like the Gilly the Kid Tank, Gilly the Kid fan. I like Damian. I got a lot of love for Damian. I like Damian Bennett. I like that. The Tweenie Boppers, I can't relate to y'all. I can't relate to y'all at all. Don't want to relate to you. Not going to try to relate to you. Y'all go back to playing your PS5. You know what I mean? Y'all go back to playing PS5 and being on TikTok, stuff like that, and being internet gangstering, but I can't do it. But yeah, man, I kind of, let's see, what else we got to talk about? Yeah, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury fans, that's another group of people that I don't like. Tell y'all a little story. I remember a time I used to have most of my subscribers are from America. They used to be from the UK, but then I ran theirs on the block because a lot of those guys were Tyson Fury fanboys, and they got mad and unsubscribed, and it was the best thing ever happened to me. They were Tyson Fury fans. Oh my Lord, they like, oh. Hold on, I'm gonna get into them in a minute. Hold on. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, it's Damien.
Hey, shout out to Damien, man, for being more. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I just wanted to address one of the callers, man, when they was talking about what Tank fight Devin or one of them, and I'm like, hell no, shit won't happen. First and foremost, you gotta think the narrative. The narrative is Tank's the A side.
Yeah.
So he has the Reggie belt. So in order for him to, if he activates his mandatory, even if it goes to first grade, it's 60-40. And you know, they too good to take that. So that fight is never happening. So everybody might as well get that shit out your head. It's never happening. It's not happening.
Yeah. I mean, I know somebody like you because you would love to see that fight, but yeah, I mean, just the business aspect of it won't happen. Tank doesn't need Devin Haney. As a matter of fact, Tank would be able to do to Devin Haney what Tyson Fury is doing to Usyk. Because Tank gonna say, look, I broke a live gate record at the Barclays Center. I set another record for myself in Vegas, me and Ryan Garcia. And guess what? That was for a non-title fight. I don't even care nothing about your belts. You don't bring nothing to the table, and you don't have no fans. That's what he gonna say. That's what he gonna tell them.
Yeah, and Lil Bill, look, we know Lil Bill ain't going for that.
Yeah. Bill gonna be talking about the belts and stuff like that, and then Tank, and then with Tank. And this era right here, belts don't matter. We don't care nothing about the belt. So they're gonna be like, well, they're gonna be like, Devin Haney don't bring nothing to the table. That's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna say.
And then I got one more thing with this hydration clause, man. It's like you gotta. So I'm gonna throw the whole IBF away because you fight with that same hydration clause. I don't get it. I mean, I just feel like First of all, I don't like the shit that he put it in the clause in there, but I get it. They doing the I feel like Floyd probably was like, nah, get his ass back for what he did to me. That's how I feel. Well, he's like, look, A-side shit out of him.
Hey, but Damien, you know what though? According to Keenan, he said this what he said. I ain't saying this. Ryan Garcia walk around weight is 145, 150. So if that's his walk around weight, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I saw what he posted. He posted something on IG where he weighed in at 146.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that's his walk around weight. He just
no, but I'm just saying. But it's 140. He had 146 right now, and they 45, 50 days away.
Yeah. So he can lose 2 pounds a week to get down to the 136. Yeah. Because I was in San Antonio with Kid Austin, and I see how he cutting weight. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it. People need content and all that. I get all that because Coach, he told us the game. So you know. That's all I want, man. Hey, that Devin Haney ain't happening, man.
Nah, that shit ain't happening. Shout out to my brother Damien from B-More. Yeah, that ain't happening, man. That ain't happening. Hey, shout out to Casino Prayers Life. He said I'm a Gilly type. Yeah, see, I'm a Gilly type too. I'm a Casino Prayers. Shout out to Casino Prayers dropping that $2 super chat. He said I'm a Gilly type. Yeah, I'm a Gilly the Kid type fan of Tank Davis. I'm not the he can just fight anybody. He can fight a neck bone and I'll be happy with that. That's not me. And what happens is the neck bone Tank Davis fans, they want to try to convince me, and I'm like, nah, you can't convince me on that, dog. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to you about no boxing. So I can talk to you about the PS5. I can talk to you about cartoons. I can talk to you about if you want to talk about smoking Reggie, I ain't never smoked Reggie before. You want to talk about that? I can talk about that. But a neck bone boxing fan of Tank Davis, me and you can't talk about nothing. And I say that respectfully. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Martin.
Shout out to Martin. Martin, where you calling from? You from Old Town, right?
Jersey.
You're Martin from Jersey. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's up, Coach? It's crazy. I mean, this is a good fight, yeah, but it's crazy how they want to lie to the fans and make it seem like whoever wins this fight is the face of boxing, which is so untrue. Like, these guys are not even fighting for a world title. They haven't even made the TikTok belt that they're gonna fight for yet. So the real fight in my book is that Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Which neither guy will we know is not gonna fight if they win that fight. You know, because Tank with his regular belt, he could fight Devin Haney if he wanted to. But like you said, like they're gonna A side, Devin Haney. With his regular belt, he's the guy to beat with the regular belt. I never heard of no stuff like that. But that's the world that we live in today. That's just about me. And one more thing, Coach. Who's the next big star in Nick Sack Promotions?
Oh, you know
is it or is it Jorge Cheese Sandwich?
Well, I got Hibbity doing this thing right now. Hibbity doing this thing, pound for pound, he the best. We got Cookie. I got some other dudes.
Okay.
Listen, I got an old head. Hold on, I got to show y'all something. I got an old head that's coming up on Nick Sack Promotions. But this dude here, now he in his 50s now, but he just put them paws on a jitterbug. He beat the brakes off a jitterbug. A jitterbug ran up on him. Yeah, he beat the brakes off of him. I got the video. I saw the fight footage. I said, I'm signing him ASAP. I went to San Antonio to get him under contract.
Oh, he's in his 50s?
Yeah, he in his 50s, boy. But
I want him. I want him, Coach. I want you, Coach.
Oh no. Hey, shout out to Mark from Jersey. Let me show up to you, fam. Salute, fam. Jersey, stand up. Hey, I don't know, boy. Hold on. Let me find my dog. Boy, look here. Let me find him, boy. I don't know, boy. This dude right here, boy. Hey, after I found him, somebody sent me the fight film, but he was choking him too, boy. He was throwing them paws. Hold on, he was about 50 years old. Old jitterbug ran up on him. It was a jitterbug, a big jitterbug ran up on him. Man, Pop beat the brakes off of him. Broke the dude's leg. The dude broke his leg. Boy, y'all better hope I don't find that. What my fight at? I just signed him. I went to San Antonio, got him under contract. I just signed the boy at Nick Sack Promotions. We ain't playing. We ain't ducking no smoke. We ain't ducking no smoke at Nick Sack Promotions. I can tell you that right now, bro. I'm trying to tell you that right now. But yeah, as it relates to Devin Haney, and I need to find that video. I'll try to find. As it relates to Devin Haney and Tank, that ain't gonna never happen. Shit, that shit'll probably happen when they get 50 years old. That shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen at all. You get what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna happen at all, man. So I don't know, man. So it is what it is. I'm trying to see what's up. Hold on. I can't find it. I'm telling what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? And especially Leonard gonna be like, well, you got to be realistic. I'm not gonna pay you the money that you made over there with Top Rank, and I'm not gonna pay you that type of money. You don't bring anything to the table. You know what I mean? I mean, those belts really don't mean anything. You might have to throw those belts in the garbage. And as soon as he throw the belts in the garbage, then guess what? The people who say the belts don't mean nothing, they're gonna be trying to fight to get them same belts. True. They're gonna be trying to fight to get them same belts. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? Quentin Gilliam out of Baltimore.
Quentin, shout out to Quentin from Baltimore. Talk to him.
Hey, man, as a Tank fan, I will be super, super disappointed if we don't get a Haney fight.
Hey, you hung the phone up. Quentin, call back. You hung the phone up. Salute to you, fam. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't, man. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I'm just saying, man. I can't, Hey, you feel me? You feel me, man? It's like, man, it is what it is. Yeah, that ain't gonna never happen. That Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, that ain't gonna never happen. Never. Shit, if you think, what kind of contract you think they'll offer Devin Haney or Shakur? You ain't got to worry about seeing Tank fight Shakur. That ain't none of that gonna happen. They might tell Shakur, look, man, you got to come in at 125. I'm gonna come in at 135. You got to come in at about 125. They probably gonna tell Shakur, look, baby boy, you ain't really got no fans, so you don't bring that to the table. You ain't got no belts. But then the guy who do have the belts, them belts really don't matter. They don't mean that, so we ain't got to fight him. So you get what I'm saying? That those fights ain't gonna happen. I'm just being honest with you. Those fights ain't gonna happen. I'm just being real. The fights ain't gonna happen. Shout out to Mighty King by salute, fam. Fight ain't gonna happen. And then Ryan Garcia, Ryan ain't nothing going on. Ryan, he gonna fight Tank, and he probably gonna go off into the sunset because Ryan ain't fighting nobody at 140. He might fight a whole head cheese sandwich, but I doubt that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My bad, coach. It's Quentin Gillen from Baltimore again.
Shout out for Quentin for being more. Talk to me.
Got that Reggie phone. Gotta get better. But like I was saying, I'm one of the fans. I want to see the fight. Now, yeah, I'm Baltimore Tank fan, of course, but I gotta see him fight Haney. I gotta see him fight Shakur. I wanted to see him versus Tszyu. I don't know that definitely the Tszyu thing ain't gonna happen.
Nah.
But like, what are the reasons? Like, is it just because y'all people think he's scared to fight him, or you think like what is the reason why? Is it the money that we ain't gonna get it? Like, what's the issue?
I mean, I don't think Tank's scared. I just think that it's a high risk fight. And the thing is, with Mayweather Promotions, they believe in working smarter, not harder. They believe in fighting fights that are favorable to Tank Davis, more so than putting him in fights that he's going to have to really, really get it down because the other guy on the other side of you, you know what I mean? He's just as good as you are, even if he don't have the power. But from a boxing skill standpoint, we know what they bring to the table. They know exactly what Devin Haney brings to the table from a boxing standpoint because Devin Haney was trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr. And he came up in that gym that Tank Davis came up in over there. Well, when he came to Vegas, so they know what he brings to the table. And Shakur, I don't see none of them top guys want to fight Shakur. If Devin Haney fights Shakur, I got my money on Shakur 7 days a week and twice on Sundays. And then so he doesn't bring anything to the table for Tank Davis. They're gonna say Tank is a star, Tank is the big draw. Devin Haney, you don't bring to the table what Tank brings to the table. Tank is selling out arenas, and he don't even need a belt. That $3 million that you may want, we'll give you like $500,000. What we gave Aesop Cruz, we'll give you $500,000. They know Devin Haney ain't gonna fight for no $500,000. We'll give you $500,000 and get the rest on the back end, whatever we give you. But we're not gonna give you anything else. So those fights are not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Messed up. I guess that goes to that what you said, the different mind frame, mindset that these stats got today. That's trash.
Yeah,
that's trash.
Yeah.
I'm
saying Leonard Ellerby gonna do that. Yeah, shout out to Quinn, man, for being more salute. That's what Leonard gonna say. Leonard gonna say that. That's what Leonard is gonna say. Well, wrong, my gosh, Devin, oh my gosh, your style is so boring. You have a boring style. You like the jab and grab guys. He's a jab and grab guy, and he's going to jab and grab. And, Tank just too much for you. And he really doesn't have to fight you. What you think's going to happen when Tank catches one of those uppercuts or hooks? We saw what Jorge Linares did to you. Just imagine, we saw what Jorge Linares did to you. Just imagine what Tank's going to do. So really, we don't have to fight you. You got all of those trinkets, those belts, that's fine. That's good for history and stuff, but we really don't need that over here. You might as well throw those belts in the garbage, but as soon as you drop those belts, we're going to go pick them up and then say that Tank is a 4 Division World Champion. But that's neither here nor there. You're going to have to, just throw that in the way. You don't bring anything to the table. You really don't have any fans. Don't nobody really like you. That's what they're going to tell Devin Haney. And I'm going to be honest with you. The fact of the matter is, Devin Haney really don't have no fans like that. And, he's really not a draw like that. And, so outside of the belts, that's what they're going to say. So Devin is going to be talking about legacy, and Tank team going to be talking about money. And that's why we're not going to get that fight. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, it's Ken Light Press from the A again.
So Light Press from the A, talk to me.
Yeah, man, I wanted to just comment on, I agree with you 100%, and the other caller, I agree. Tank and Devin probably ain't never going to fight. And I'm gonna be the first to say it before somebody else tell me. Man, I do not. But I might be a Devin Haney hater, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just let you know that right now, but I don't even like. I think Tank will fight Shakur. Like that's the part I disagree on. But I don't think he's gonna fight Devin Haney. But I'm one of them people. I don't got no problem. I'm a Tank fan. He's not my favorite fighter, but I ain't got no problem if he don't never fight Devin Haney. I don't got a problem if nobody ever fight that nigga. Like, cause I don't care to see this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then like the antics he do on the internet, like I see why. I was watching earlier today. I was watching an interview, Coach Calvin talking about Devin Haney and Bill Haney, but Bill Haney done said so much crazy, like, but Bill Haney be talking so crazy.
Yeah,
and it's like
it's Bill.
if they were,
Bill more so Devin. Devin really don't say much. Well, I haven't seen him say much, but it's Bill more so Devin. Bill is the one that's why. He the one that got people hating.
But that's
Devin.
why I don't like. That's the reason I don't like. That's the reason I don't like Devin Haney, because of his dad. Number one, and number two, he be trying to act like what everybody be saying. Like when Tank be saying, "You want to be me," Devin Haney be acting like that's not the truth.
Yeah.
Bro, it's clearly the truth. It's clearly the truth. It's clearly the truth.
Hey, yo, boy.
So I just don't like them, bro. You know, like,
hey,
no, let's talk, Coach. I might be a hater, but Coach, you know, back when you was in school, bro, it might be this one nigga. It might be this one nigga, and he good at what he do, but you just don't like this nigga. Like, that's Devin Haney, but I just don't like that nigga, dog.
Yeah.
Like, if I wanted to see him, if he fought Tank, only reason I'd be happy is because Devin Haney finna get his ass knocked out, dog. Like, that's all I want to see happen, bro. If that ain't what's happening, I'm not even trying to buy the pay-per-view. I'm not. If Devin Haney ain't getting knocked out, bro, I don't even want to see it. Like,
I would love to see Devin Haney and Tank fight each other. You get what I'm saying? But you know, I think it'd be the only one to be able to make that fight is Tank. Tank would have to want to fight him just to say, you know what, I'm gonna fight this dude just to shed his mouth, take his belts. You know what I mean? He ain't got no chin. He ain't got no chin. So you know, he ain't got no chin. So does that crack him? If Jorge Linares can break him off some real proper hurt him, just imagine what's going to happen when I touch him. That's what they're going to say. And you know, that's what it is. So yeah, that's what it is.
I agree with that, Coach. But at the end of the day, I don't care if he don't fight him, because I believe he gonna fight to quit anyway. And if he fight everybody but Devin, he gonna be all right with me. Like, it don't even matter. Just don't. If he really don't like him. It's just like how Errol Spence don't like Keith Thurman. I know Keith Thurman was ducking him. That's why he don't like him. But they don't like each other for different reasons. But they really ain't got. I can see it. I'm looking from the outside looking in, bro. I can see why they don't even want to get this man no payday, bro. Like, they talk so much shit, bro. It's like we know you're not gonna get no payday without Tank, bro. So if I was Tank, I would just not let them get the payday, bro. Fight everybody else but Devin, and you'll still be a legend to me. Like, you'll be a legend to me if you fight everybody but Devin, because I don't even give a damn about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, really, Tank ain't making, you know, from what I've learned, he ain't really making too much more than what all of them making damn near the same amount of money. It ain't like Tank making $10, $20 million. It ain't like all of them making about the same thing. Especially when Devin was with the Zone. So, I mean, it is what it is. But the Leonard Ellaby's argument will be, look, you don't bring nothing to the table. You don't have a fan base. Tank can fight anybody. Tank can fight this. I got a chapstick in my hand. Tank can fight this chapstick, and guess what? He'll sell out the arena. So when why fight a guy that's, Devin Haney's not going to be an easy win. He's going to be a difficult win. You know what I mean? Like, I understand Tank got punching power, but by his length and his jab and his reflexes, he know how to keep the distance and range very well. His style can make it very, very boring in there for Tank. But now it'll just be a matter of time before Tank catch him on the chin.
And one more thing, Coach. Yeah. One more thing, Coach.
Yeah.
Like, the reason that I'm gonna say the reason I feel like I'm okay with Tank never fighting Devin Haney. Like, all right, put it like this: if Devin Haney just from 5 years, if 5 years from now Devin Haney's still undefeated, he gonna have to fight. But I don't believe that's what's gonna happen. Like, I feel like Tank is a great fighter, and he's gonna fight great fighters.
So you don't think Devin Haney's a great fighter?
Hell no! Watch what happens. Just watch. Just keep watching. He ain't gonna be shit in a couple years, bro.
Was Roland Romero a great fighter?
Hell no! I'm just saying. I told you, Coach, I don't like that nigga. So I just don't like Devin Haney. You see what I'm saying? But the reason I don't feel like he got to fight him is because he ain't gonna, bro. He's not gonna fight no, bro. If he fight anybody else, like when he move up to 140, bro, it's over. It's over anyway. So it's not, Devin Haney is not a name that we're gonna have to be worried about for years to come. That's how I look at that shit. But he's in the history books, bro. When you look at the 4-belt era, he's one of the guys that's in the 4-belt era is undisputed. He's in the history books. He's always gonna be remembered. If you don't remember anything else, he's gonna be remembered by that. Just that alone. Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think he's gonna go up from here. Like, other than Tank, it's almost like But he got a lot of skills. He got more skills visually than Ryan. But I don't think.
But to be honest with you, you're speaking from a standpoint of your dislike for Devin Haney. So the way you feel is based upon your dislike of him, and I respect that. It doesn't make it true. That's just how you feel about it. Hey, but
well, no, it's actually like even if I did like him, I don't think he could beat anybody at 140 that's a champion.
But guess what?
I mean, like Regis Prograde, I don't think he could beat Regis. I don't think he could beat. I don't know if he's a champion. I don't think he could beat the Russell brothers. I don't think he could beat those dudes. That's what I'm saying. So basically, I'm saying is he's trying to fight Tank, like because that's it, bro. Because he can't beat Shakur. He can't beat nobody at 140, bro. He's stuck. Like he's trying to fight the real small dude the same way Ryan was.
He's doing
the same thing Ryan was.
See, this is the thing about boxing. We can sit back and say that, hey, Ryan Garcia can't. Devin Haney can't beat this guy. He can't beat that guy. He can't this. He can't that. In boxing, the only way to find out who can beat who, the guys have to fight each other. You don't automatically, we don't automatically say, we can't say, hey man, well, we Tank already beat him. We already know what Tank will do. We don't know what he'll do because he will have to fight those guys. That's the way it works in boxing. If this guy's a champion, he have all of the belts. The duty of a champion is to defend his titles. If you say you are the best in a weight division, you have to fight the other top guys in the weight division. If you say you're the best, you have to prove you're the best by fighting the other top guys. What you're saying is Tank don't have to fight the other top guys because you don't look at Devin Haney as a top guy. But I say this to you respectfully. Just because you don't look at Devin Haney as a top guy doesn't necessarily mean that Devin Haney is not a top guy. You know what I mean? So in order for us to clear all doubt, Devin Haney and Tank Davis will have to fight each other so that we can see. Because I can talk about, I can guess all day, but the only way we really truly going to know, they're going to have to fight each other, fam. But shout out to my main man Light Press from ATL. Salute to you, fam. You got all the cards calling in. Yeah, that's how that works. Hey, shout out to Ken and Slim. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, if Tank not fighting Dev, Shakur, or another top guy next, I'll be streaming this shit. He said, Dev brings nothing to the table, but a hog head Willie won't do. That's my thing. If Devin Haney don't bring nothing to the table, and what did Roland Romero bring to the table? What did Esau Cruz bring to the table? You get what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense to me. That didn't make sense to me at all. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Cool Boy, Florida.
Cool Boy from Florida. Talk to me.
Yeah, I got a question on. I get it with everybody want to say Tank versus Devin, but like if you Devin Haney, if Tank don't want and not interested in fighting, man, you got the same dude across the street, fight Shakur Stevenson, because he wasn't talking about, oh, that's a future fight. Nah, if Tank Ryan find each other at a prime, at a young age, if he handles business with Lomachenko, he needs to fight Shakur because Shakur called him out and he wants them belts. So he talking about, oh, let's fight for the future. Nah, that's dunk English, bro. Fight Shakur. If Tank don't want to fight you, you got Shakur. Y'all the same side of the street. They need to fight each other. That's what I want to see. If you don't want to fight the next bitch, that's man.
All right, well, yeah, I don't know if you know, but do you know who Devin Haney is fighting next?
Yeah, he's fighting Loma. I'm talking about after he handles business with Loma, why he don't want to fight Shakur? Because Shakur called him out. He want the belt.
We got to see, but we got to see.
Shakur said he want them belts.
I hear what you're saying, but you have to wait and see what happens after the Lomachenko fight. If once he fights Lomachenko, if he see what this one thing I do know. This one thing I do know about boxing, right? Devin Haney has all of the belts. If Shakur Stevenson he's fighting in the WBC, not a title eliminator. So whoever wins this fight with Shakur Stevenson, he will be the mandatory to the WBC strap. So as long as Devin Haney stay in 135 pounds, guess what? He's going to have to fight Shakur. He's going to have to drop that WBC belt. There's no way around it.
One thing, cause I gotta say, but like one thing about Devin, he has a lot of talk about Tank this, Tank that though. When people ask him about Shakur, the man be quiet. Him and his daddy, they be quiet at church about when they come to Shakur. They don't say nothing when people talk about what about you against Shakur. Well, they ask Shakur said, he say that'll be a good fight. I want the belts. You feel me? Like I'm just saying, like how they ask questions about the fighters. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're saying when they ask Bill and them about Shakur, they go to niggas playing it. I got exactly what you're saying on that.
Yeah, they don't say nothing. They be quiet. They talking about moving up. They might do that. It's always something different. But they want the Tank fight so bad though. That's what I'm saying. Like he ain't no boogeyman. If you a boogeyman, you'll get any smoke. Like if you're a boogeyman, you'll fight anybody, not just focus on one person.
Well, that's
just because you don't want to fight.
But that goes for Tank as well. That goes for Ryan Garcia as well. That goes for Shakur Stevens as well. That goes for everybody in that weight division. If you are a boogeyman, like you say, that goes for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Tank as well. You can't leave him out. You can't leave Ryan Garcia out. You can't leave Shakur Stevenson out. That's go for all of them. You get what I'm saying? If you guys are saying you're a boogeyman, y'all got to fight each other. And that's the thing. When the fighters fight each other, we ain't got no more arguments because the fight in the ring settles all disputes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
true, man. Yeah, that's all I'm saying because I'm not hating on Devin Haney. All I'm saying, when they asking about other top guys, I want him. Yeah, I'll fight Shakur. If Tank don't want to fight, Shakur can get it. If Shakur don't want to fight, I'll fight Ron. You don't say other names, but only Tank. That's all I'm saying. And you the champion. You should want all the smoke.
Yeah, do you feel that same way about? Do you feel that same way about Tank as well?
Yeah, I feel the same with him. But if he don't want to fight, I'm gonna say if Tank don't want to fight, that's on him. Right. But if Haney wants to fight, that's the difference. He wants to fight. If Tank don't want to, you gotta go to the next man.
So do you have so do you hold Tank accountable for not wanting to fight the other champions in the division? Or do you feel it's cool?
Yeah.
Do you feel it's cool? The reason what I'm asking is
he's fine Ryan though. He's fine Ryan. But
I'm saying,
a big name.
But I'm saying after Ryan. I'm saying after. See this what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see, do you have a double standard? I know you may not like, if you don't like Haney. Again, I'm not a diehard fan of Devin Haney at all. I'm not. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is this here. I want to make sure that you don't have a double standard, a standard for one fighter, but a different standard for another fighter. You get what I'm saying? What I want you to do is hold Tank Davis to the same criteria you're holding the Devin Haney to. Hold Shakur Stevenson to the same criteria you're holding Devin Haney to, and hold all of them to the same standard. If you're gonna pick and choose who you want to hold to a certain standard to because you don't like that fighter, that's where the flaw is at with me. I understand you may not give a fuck about Bill. Bill turned a lot of people off. He run his mouth all the time. He go on the Titler circuit. That's what he do. All I'm saying is, let's keep it boxing. Hold all them niggas to the same standard. Hold Tank to the same. Tank ain't that nigga ain't Superman. He should be held to the same standard that Devin Haney is held to. Shakur should be held to the same standard as all of them is. If you're not gonna do that, that's all I'm saying.
I think Shakur wants all from anybody. I think Shakur I think he wants all the smoke. It's that people ducking his ass. That's the problem.
All right, but shout out to Cool Boy, man. Salute to you, fam. Yeah, so we ain't gonna do that. We gonna hold everybody to the same standard. Cause see what happens is sometimes you be so much of a fan or even a fanboy, not saying Cool Boy is, of a certain fighter, or sometimes what happens is when you're dealing with a fighter that you don't like for whatever the reason may be, you require things of that fighter that you don't like, and you'll let these other niggas slide through the back door. No, we ain't letting nobody slide through the back door. If you got a criteria for Devin Haney that he need to fight the other top guys, you better keep that same energy with doggone Tank. Keep that same energy with Ryan Garcia. Keep that same energy with Lomachenko. Keep that same energy with Shakur Stevenson. Don't be picking and choosing when you want to switch, who you want to apply it to. That's all I'm saying. That's what I don't like about Tank Davis fans. That's what I don't like about Ryan Garcia fans. They don't keep that same energy. They be so busy fanboying for their fighter. We talking about the 20 boppers. I ain't talking about the fans like Damian Bennett who want to see Tank fight these other top guys. These 20 boppers, they don't want to see him fight anybody else. They don't care if he fight anybody else. Ryan Garcia fans, they don't care. As long as he making a good TikTok video, long as they see him in a commercial, they're fine with that. Then you got somebody like me who been watching box for a long time. They're trying to convert me to that thinking, I'm not going to do it. Can't do it. I don't want to be your friends. I don't want to be your homies. I don't want your subscribership. Go back to your mama house. Get on your PS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This ain't the channel for you.
True.
Shout out to Casino Press. Hey, okay. I'm dropping out quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I don't like Devin Haney because he's a lame wannabe with no power. Entertainment. That's the only reason I need. He said, I love Shakur though. All right, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. I mean, you like who you like who you don't like. But that ain't got nothing to do with boxing, though. You get what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with boxing. See, over here, I have a boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is this. If you say you're the top guy in the weight division, are you fighting the other top 10 fighters? How many top 10 fighters have you fought? If you are a champion, how many number one contenders have you fought? Are you defending your belt against any and all comers like Marvelous Marvin Hagler did? So my boxing criteria is, if you're a top 10 guy, how many top 10 fighters have you fought? If you're a champion, have you defended your belt against all incoming people who want to fight you? All people who want to challenge you for your title, are you defending them against that belt, right? If you are a champion, how long is your reign? Like, let's say you became a champion, right? And you won the belt and you defended your title 20 times or 30 times or 40 times, just throwing some examples out there. That shows that you have established yourself in the weight division and you had a long reign in your weight division. You reigned in that weight division a long time. You fought any and all comers. You get what I'm saying? That's my boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is not not how I feel. I don't like him. You know, he got a jab and grab style. He don't put butts in seats. I don't have a how I feel boxing criteria. I leave that to the jitterbugs in the chat. The jitterbugs in the chat, I see y'all. I leave that to the jitterbugs in the chat. The Ryan Garcia jitterbugs and the Tank Davis jitterbugs. I leave that to you guys. Me, that's not my criteria. I have a boxing criteria. You guys don't have a boxing criteria. I get it. You get what I'm saying? Thank God you niggas ain't matchmakers.
True.
Let's give everybody a round of applause. And I'm not going to conform to the 20 boppers. Not going to conform. I can't do it. Again, I can't do it. I won't do it. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about your fighter. I don't care nothing about your fighter. These jitterbugs, I just want to see them fight each other. I don't need the subscribership like that, to be honest with you. I'm good. You get what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. I'm not on your team, fam. I'm team boxing. And if the other hold these other guys to the same criteria, hey, but like this is my main man right here, Boxing Gyms. Boxing Gyms is the main. I like this guy. This guy has a boxing criteria, and he breaks down fight film very well. Boxing criteria, he breaks down fight film very well. Like, you get what I'm saying? We have boxing criteria. I want to see something. I'm not building obstacles and barriers for why fights shouldn't happen. This is an obstacle that I see a lot of you guys, Tank Davis fans and Ryan Garcia fans, like to build when it comes to Devin Haney. Again, I'm not team Devin Haney. I told his father that, Bill Haney, when he came on my show. I'm not team this. I'm not going to cap for you and your son. Maybe if I was the LDBC, I would do that, but I'm not them. I don't give a damn about any of these fighters like that. I'm not going to cap for these guys. I'm going to call it the way I see it. I run this show over here. I'm letting you know right now, I care nothing about the interview. I care nothing about none of that. If I have to D-ride to get the interview, fuck you and that interview. I don't care who your daddy is. I don't care who your trainer is. I don't care who your mama is. I don't care who your cousin is. I don't care who your auntie is. I don't care if your sister bow-legged, if your cousin got a cock eye. I don't care if your nephew got arthritis in his left knee. I don't care if your sister got a broken pinky toe. I don't care nothing about none of that. I have a boxing criteria. I don't care nothing about you niggas' feelings. Your feelings mean nothing to me. How you feel is subjective to you. I have a boxing criteria. And guess what? If you telling me that this guy is bored and he ain't got no style and nothing like that, beat him. If you're justifying your fighter not fighting the other top guys, guess what? I can't go for that. I can't go for that. Not gonna cap for you. Not gonna do it. Just let you know now. Y'all need to know what time it is. I got a boxing criteria and we have commandments over here. Simple as that. This channel ain't for everybody. It's just not. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Just let you know, shout out to Ben Gunn. He said Coach ain't buying the Ellie setback gimp kick for no boss. No, hell no. No, you'll never see me with the Ellie setback, whatever I like to call the Ellie setback interview kit. sign this contract, baby boy. Ellie, listen, you want to get an interview with the PBC by now. You know what you got to do now. What I got to do? Okay, this contract right here, we got knee pads. You got to wear the knee pads now. Oh, I got to wear the knee pads? Oh my gosh, why do I have to wear the knee pads? Ellie, do you want to interview with the PBC body? Yes, I do anything for the interview. Okay, good. Okay, Ellie, okay, all right. Okay, Ellie, Al told me to talk to you, Floyd told me to talk to you. Okay, Ellie, look here, guy, I'm going to allow you to interview any of our guys now, but you know what comes with the contract. You got to sign this contract, Ellie. Every chance you get, you're going to have to spit shine the balls, okay? Do you know how to spit shine the balls? Yes, yes, I know how to spit shine the balls very well. Okay, Ellie, you're going to do a good job. I did it. I had to do it for years when I was giving Floyd massages. I was rubbing on his nipples in the corner, and I was biting my bottom lip. I did a good job, Ellie. You too can have that position as well. Okay, now in this contract, Ellie, if you want to interview any other PBC fighters, you're gonna have to spit shine the balls. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, you're gonna knee pads. Do you have any knee pads, Ellie? Yes, I have some good knee pads. Okay. All right, Ellie. KY jelly. Do you have any KY jelly? Yes, Leonard, I have KY jelly. Okay, knee pads, KY jelly. Okay, then you gotta bring the baby oil just in case you gotta give a good bomb massage. You know how to massage? Yeah, I know how to massage very well. Okay, Ellie, say let's see knee pads, KY jelly, baby oil. Okay, cocoa butter. Do you know about cocoa butter? Yes, Leonard, I love cocoa butter. Okay, cocoa butter. So baby oil, KY jelly, knee pads, and cocoa butter. Okay? Yes, okay. All right, sign right there. Okay, good job. You're going places, Ellie. You're going places. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna do that.
True.
Not gonna do it. I'm from West Tampa, Florida, dog. Betty Jean ain't raised no punks. I'm from West Tampa, Florida, dog. I ain't D-ride for none of you niggas. Believe it or not, I don't want your friendship. I'm good. Shout out to Savage Surge. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy. He said, let him know the commandments, coach. Yeah, I gotta get ready to go, but I gotta take my son to karate. Man. I gotta take Kyle to karate, man. So it is what it is, man. I can't do it, man. You jitterbugs. I'm gonna say a prayer for you jitterbugs, man, because you jitterbugs I'm trying to save you, but you don't want to be saved. That's the thing, right? I'm trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho and save these jitterbugs, but these jitterbugs don't want to be saved. They want to stay in their delusion. No, this is my favorite fighter. No, he's the best. No, I don't want him to fight anybody. No, my fighter. I'm trying to save these jitterbugs, but these jitterbugs, boy, Lord have mercy. It is what it is.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Shout out to my main man, David.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group. Nobody's bigger than the group. Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I feel like Captain Save-A-Ho. I got a cape on my back. Here I come to save the day. I'm trying to save these niggas. These niggas don't want to be saved, man.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
I'm trying to say these niggas, man. I got a cape on my back, flying through like doggone Mighty Mouse. You know what I mean? The underdog, trying to like the underdog. I'm trying to save them, dog. They don't want to be saved, though. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved, dog. They want to keep that cape on their back.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
I'm trying to save him.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
Man, Deontay Wilder, let them know, man, who brought him back to big time boxing. These jitterbugs don't know nothing about big time. I'm trying to show y'all, bring y'all back to big time boxing. Y'all want to keep the cape on your back.
Don't ever forget. When I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Man, look here, man. Now, before we end this show, you know we got to thank our Lord and Savior, not God. Listen, I want y'all to do me a favor in the chat. When you wake up in the morning, When you wake up in the morning, ooh yeah, you better pray to Al Heyman. I be long gone. Better pray to Al Heyman. He woke you up this morning, praying to Al Heyman. If you got that PBC contract and you wanna thank somebody, you better thank Al Heyman first before you thank your mama and God. You better thank Al Heyman. Better thank Al Heyman. All you Captain Saber hoe niggas better take that cape off your back. Stop caping for your favorite fighter. If you don't want to see these niggas fighting in tough competition, this is the wrong YouTube channel for you. And I mean,
well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
but a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yes, sir, it is what it is. Once again, it's on. Hey, Riley, talk to him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, shout out to my dog Booger Ray and Eddie the Hit.
When Tank's gone,
I'll smack the shit out of you in front of everybody.
only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard Ellaby, why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With A-Tank?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard Ellaby, why you always talking about?
I can't do it, baby boy. I can't do it. These jitterbug boys, they be trying. We got to bring Koto on our side. No, sir. I'm always gonna stay on the side of boxing. Always. And when you stay on the side of boxing, you can't go wrong when you stay on the side of boxing. You feel me? Hey, you know what? All the tenderonis out there. Shout out to Nick Rich. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Lisa Bales. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the tenderonis. If you're a tenderoni out there and you're looking for a tenderoni magnet in order to attach your love to, guess what? Dr. Umar, talk to him.
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion, because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
That's what the tenderonis out there, just in case, you know, they looking for African American stud. You know what I mean? If you're looking for an African American stud, you get what I'm saying? Just in case, you know.
Now, do you retire or do you take one of the toughest fights of your career against a young black African American stud who's been working his ass off since he was 8 years old? Do my brother put it all on the line then? So if not, then come see me. I want some smoke. I want it all, baby.
Anybody trying to get me to leave? Anybody that's pro boxing and you want to leave and go to the other side and go to fanboy and don't have a boxing criteria? This what I got
Go
for you.
$5 ass down before I make change.
Sit your ass down some goddamn well. It is what it is. Once again, it's on, man. Once again, it's on as our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today USA Boxing. Y'all don't know what time of TI is, man. It is what it is. Once again, it's on the hottest boxing podcast on YouTube, the daytime boxing podcast. Anyways, I see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.